Coming up on this episode of The Brain Drain Show.
A lot of people give me shit like, bro, you don't sound South African. If I start speaking the Josie slang, homies don't understand what I'm saying.
They had a fucking taser and a gun. I'd be real though, but you say like what started us off, it wasn't actually Instagram. So before Instagram, it was always back to Jake Powell. Shout out JKP, bro.
They surround you on a corner, they robbing you guys, gun points or something like that to be able to take your camera equipment. What are you gonna do in a third world country where it comes down to like buying food to support your family or buy a new skateboard? Like it's a no-brainer, you're gonna have to buy the food, you know?
He's the sort of kid you come back in the scene and he could have been like, oh, I'm cool.
You need to stay in the car. Like, we don't want anybody to know we brought you here. It's kind of dangerous. They might like have our necks if they know you here.
I started in Manchester, moved to Blackpool, moved to Milton Keynes years later, then now just moved back to Manchester.
We did have a security guard with us in that van that was strapped up too. So he's like, he's ready. Like, he's strapped up. We're like, damn, he's got a gun. Like, that's crazy for us to be on an escape mission.
I used to say he sold his soul to the devil for front tail, front side flips, bro. Like,
mobbing around to different skate spots and like, we got a security guy that's strapped. You gonna join us? Co-host?
oh.
Bro, Smolik is just a G, dog. But like, imagine Smolik in a suit, bro, still gangster, got all his rings on, like.
Not one person has got what he has got with his feet. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know anyone that can do late shit like that.
Getting my balls checked out for testicular cancer. There's no real support from my country in skateboarding because it's so new. They don't even know about it.
Their phones got took, but they got given back to them because they had cracked screens. And then the guy was just like, yeah, I'll take your phone back, it's fucked.
Yo, what's good?
Like, I can get some of them, I'm down, bro. I'll tag you in, like.
Good evening and welcome to another great episode of The Brain Drain Show with me, Forde Brookfield. Joined to my left is my trusty co-host Toby Batchelor, and today we have two very special guests.
Yeah, I'm leaving you to pronounce his name because I'm going to fuck it up.
Joined to our left, we have South Africa's Brandon Valjalo, accompanied by the Yenties boss himself, Adam AK47K, is in the studio. If we can get a round of applause for our wonderful guest today, please.
I mean, I'll give a round of applause for you, bro.
Yeah,
and Max Smith, bro. Like,
round of applause each other.
Best tour guide of.
I should have said Adam Backsmith Tray Flip KAK.
Yeah, there's a lot of backsmiths there.
That's
a lot of backsmiths.
It's a good trick to have on lock, Clay.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a classic, isn't it?
I'm definitely going to overlay some backsmiths. But let's talk
the whole episode.
Let's talk about what we were talking about a minute ago when you get some DMs or messages about your backsmiths. Give me the rundown.
Yeah, I mean, so I posted the clip. It kind of did okay, and I read through the messages.
Which one was this? Which one is talking about? The
courthouse.
The courthouse, yeah.
Yellow ledge.
Yeah.
Oh, shit goes super good, really nice. I actually pulled up on that session the night before, but it was really dark, and I'll send you the clip so you can show it if you like. But I did the tray flip out, landed it a bit weird, and I said to the homies, I was like, oh, it's so dark. I know I got this one really nice. It feels good, but let's just come back tomorrow. We went back the next day, and it was like first thing we did. Like, beautiful. Set the day off nicely. I was like, yo, sick. Like,
Backsmith tray flip out.
Yeah.
So Insta clip of the courthouse. Got to skate there properly. So yeah. And then I see comments in the section saying, yeah, bro. Now, there's quite a few different types of comments. Like, there's like football comments. I look like a footballer. What's his name? Luka Modric. The amount of Luka Modric comments I get is crazy. And then another one's like, people be saying like the backsmith's not done properly, like, because I don't pinch the toes and
bullshit.
Yeah, so
like, don't worry about that.
The back truck's on and the front truck's below, and you're locked in, you're grinding. It's a smith, right?
Yeah,
so, yeah.
That's like I said to you earlier. Like, if the back truck's on, the rails on. That's a backsmith. That's a smith grind.
Exactly.
As long as it's dipped, bro. Like,
and I bet those people talking shit. I just spat everywhere. Those people talking shit. I bet they can't do fucking backsmiths.
I mean, they maybe can, but yeah, I mean, I just feel like some people are just gonna say like.
Oh, it's just
some people are gonna say shit about anything.
Like they could probably maybe grind half the ledge or something.
Yeah.
Like, you can do the whole.
Because you did the whole ledge. He's like sat on that whole ledge.
And you know, I didn't mean to do the whole ledge. I posted.
All right, humble king.
I posted a clip of the attempts, and every attempt I pop out halfway, and then when I landed, just held on.
Just
a
kept going.
Longer. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
you know what they say, bro? Haters will see you walk on water and say it's because you can't swim.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like one of those situations where it's like they'll see you doing something and they'll just be like, nah, bro, it's because like of this or that, or they're trying to justify it in some kind of way. But quite frankly, that was the wettest one I've ever seen.
There'd be a lot of
Like
comments.
people
in
be
the world,
propping
like-
you up. So like as much as you get the negative feedback, you get positive too.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was a lot. There was a lot more positive than there was negative. But
And,
obviously, when you're reading stuff, you see the negative, and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, I see.
I
that.
kind of
The
like
negative
that
stick.
fun stuff though. That the negativity, I think it's fucking funny when people are like.
When we started
I
this, we
fucking love
we
it.
were thriving for
Oh,
more
and
negative comments.
I was
weren't we?
really disappointed that people didn't give us more shit for doing this.
Yeah.
I was kind of, I was like, oh man, I was expecting the like, you know, the full, fucking, but we didn't get anything.
No.
So from South Africa, give us a bit of history, like whereabouts South Africa, how comes you're here, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so for me, I come from Johannesburg, born and raised, pretty much.
What's the abbreviated nickname for it?
Josie.
Josie.
Yeah,
Josie.
so
Yeah.
Josie, baby. I'm from Josie. Shout out to all the homies and all the cats in Joburg.
I wonder if you said that on the East Coast, if people were thinking you were saying Jersey. I'm from Jersey.
Yeah, probably with the
Yeah.
accent, but also a lot of people give me shit like, bro, you don't sound South African. And I'm like, yo, how's it, bro? How's it going? You want me to sound more South African? Like, you want to go have a braai later, bro? Like, I just dropped the tone a bit. And I'm like, dude, you know, I travel everywhere around the world. So being able to communicate with people and language barriers all the time, like for me, quite frankly, it's like, I always communicate with people so that they'll understand what I'm talking about. So I'll change my words. Then I like kind of have realized I got like a pavement special accent where some people are like, are you Australian? Are you from New Zealand? Are you from America? And I'm like, no, bro, South Africa. That's when I start bringing out my South African accent a little bit more. Start messing with them like, yeah. And then if I start speaking the Josie slang, homies don't understand what I'm saying. They're like, oh shit, bro, what? What are you talking about?
So what is
like-
that kind of slang? When like, was it different words for stuff and like?
I would say it's different words for stuff, but it's also kind of like words we make up as homies and like
Give us an
different
example.
things.
What like?
So like for me being like in Joburg, if I'm speaking about the townships and cruising around, like, hey yo, let's go skate around the Kasi today.
Round the
You're
what?
like Kasi,
Right.
like it's spelled Kasi.
Right.
You know, and you're like, Kasi, like what's the Kasi? Like what is that? But that's also the township. So if you go into Soweto, there's kind of a lot of good skate spots and it's like more, it's kind of crazy actually because during the apartheid government, like they kind of
Yeah.
separated all different kinds of people. And Soweto is the southwestern township where like majority of black people got put to live, you know, and they kind of created a beautiful community. And
I
now
think I
it's
saw
like,
that on the Red Bull,
Yeah,
the Red Bull story video, and it's like they just moved a load of people out.
yeah, it's crazy. So like that's the whole entire kind of back history of it. But now like there's a lot of activations going on, a lot of developments over there, and they've built quite a few skate parks around there too.
Nice.
And like I think, quite frankly, the most talented skaters I've seen in a while are coming out of Soweto that are kids that are like maybe 7, 8 years old, kind of getting into skating, going to a park and like in 7 months learning how to crook gnarly heel. And I'm like, oh shit, like
Video
South
game
Africa's
shit within a
definitely
year,
like,
yeah.
you know, we got the raw talent, but it's about like kind of nurturing that talent to like breed him into the next guy that can maybe make it internationally or be out there, but also understand that it's more than just tricks and like how you need to position yourself in the industry, where you need to be, how you need to be, and where you need to
How
skate.
to carry yourself. Within
Yeah,
the
how to
industry.
carry yourself more than anything, you
Yeah.
know. So I think the talent's there, 100%. And like seeing it, I'm like, we're gonna have like the next Olympian coming out of Soweto for sure, and that will be a beautiful story to sell and
Yeah.
for the companies to be able to see, you know, be able to be like, damn, you came from nothing, and now you're looking at like what, being a medal contender or something, representing the
Yeah.
country. Like your mom's working for minimum wage. You know, you guys don't really have much. Like you'd be begging on the streets. Now you have something to really look forward to and to progress towards, and like a community of people. So it kind of helps with everything in South Africa, from like the crime rates to being able to like motivate kids to also be able to get into the swing of things and feel welcome, you know, and feel like a part of something bigger than themselves. So yeah, like honestly, skateboarding in South Africa, like it's been kind of big. It went through different phases, like early 2000s, 2010, around about like Boogaloo's was our biggest skate shop, lots of skate parks around. And then all of a sudden it just went, like it disappeared after around about like 2014, 2015. It was just like kind of a dry patch. And it was like, damn, bro, like there's no events. And like for me being a kid, kind of growing up skating, like my parents wouldn't really take me to the skate park during the week. They're both working, they're both busy. So like I'm skating around my neighborhood, like kind of breaking into building sites, trying to find like different stairs to skate, and like we lived kind of on a river. So most houses were built like that. So they had like 5 stairs, 6 stairs, 7 stairs, 3 stairs, just to be able to like kind of level up. And like that would be where I'd skate. I'd just try find spots around where I lived, and that was like Johannesburg for me. Weekends I'd maybe get a session or two at a skate park and like meet the other skaters, but like never able to really be in the streets, which is kind of a crazy thing. And it was just my parents being like, you're too young, it's too dangerous going into the city, like people could rob you, you know, like you never know.
What was it like growing up in Johannesburg? Because it was, I don't know if it is now, but it was
It's kind of had a reputation, didn't it?
It was voted as like the most dangerous
I've been told
city.
it's super dangerous, like it's so ghetto.
Yeah.
But I've also seen his stories and stuff, and I'm like, oh, it also looks really lovely at the same time, this marble stuff and stuff.
Yeah.
I guess it's changed a lot, isn't it, recently? And
So I mean like kind of, but also not at the same time. Like the city and the CBD almost moved from Johannesburg center to Sandton City, which is where like most businesses have now moved to. But like Joburg CBD still has the iconic spots. It's still like OG. It's built in a specific way that it's a lot of bricks. So it's also a little bit more rough. But like, yeah, you got to be aware, and you also got to be in like kind of a bigger squad while you're skating around, just to be like, you know, you're watching your surroundings. Sometimes you get so locked in on trying a trick that you kind of in your own world with your filmer that like you just like locked in, you like not worried about your surroundings. And like those are the moments that homies could come and like they surround you on a corner, they robbing you guys, gun points or something like that to be able to take your camera equipment.
did that ever happen to you?
Hasn't happened to me, but it's happened to a lot of the homies. Yeah, so they're like, dude, never got on a mission, just 2-man mission, trying to stack a clip, like always squad deep. And like also with locals that know that kind of area. So sometimes like we've been filming for a Red Bull project called Greetings From.
Yeah,
which
that's
was
the one
pretty
that I
cool.
watched a while ago, and then I rewatched it yesterday just to.
Yeah.
And then my favourite person in that is, I forgot his name, but he's the fella that takes boards and shoes out with him and sells
Becky.
them in the street. What a fucking hero.
Yeah, dude. So he's kind of the guy that like bridges the two between like the kids that can't really afford new boards, and then like he'll always take the secondhand product and make it available for them.
Because he
And,
says
like,
his prices are always negotiable to the people
Always.
that can't afford it, which is
Yeah.
a very humble thing to do in skating.
I mean, to be honest, he's keeping the kids that are on the streets really rolling like that, because maybe they break a truck, and like these kids are actually really talented and they have their setups, but they don't have sponsors, you know? And like, it's not really, what are you going to do in a third world country where it comes down to like buying food to support your family or buy a new skateboard? Like it's a no brainer. You're going to have to buy the food, you know?
Yeah.
So then it's kind of like that tough reality. But then at the same time, it's kind of like beautiful because that hunger is what makes the guys come out and skate harder each time. And I'm like, damn, like what doesn't kill you kind of makes you stronger. And that's where I'm like, wow, like I see it. And that's that raw kind of skating and talent that you see in South Africa. And like for me, it's weird, like we explaining me being in the UK and stuff now, like I would explore way more around the world than in Europe, skating around the streets, like no car, just transporting with public transport. Even in LA, like I'd be taking buses, trains, trying to find like anything I'd really see in the streets and be like, I could skate that. Or like looking at it with a creative eye, because sometimes I'm like, in a car, you just miss things, you know, you're too focused on the road. You miss things kind of, you're not really in the city. You don't feel the energy from the city.
Especially in LA.
Yeah.
You're driving around like, because it's so far apart. It's like, you're definitely driving past other spots on the way to spots.
It blew my mind going from one spot with a crew to another, and then I've seen like 50 spots along the way, and I'm like, shit, there's a spot there. And they're like, yeah, but that's dog shit to
Yeah,
us.
and we're going to this place. And
But
it's
then
like,
at the same time, the lack of people actually on the streets in parts of LA, it's just empty.
yeah.
And we were walking from one spot to the next, and one of the dudes with us was like, none of us walk from one spot to the next in LA because you're either like a criminal or you're poor, because everything's so far away, people just don't walk anywhere.
No, they don't.
That's why they have so much traffic there, bro. Like everybody got a car. So it's like
so
you
you
just
get
in
to
bumper
downtown
to
LA,
bumper.
it's just gridlock everywhere.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's crazy.
It's insane.
So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is like I would explore more when I left South Africa of like different cities than I had of my own city. And it was always like, okay, I'm like in my own little world, because it is kind of dangerous, like we established. But
Yeah, you were just talking about the Red Bull thing. Was there any issues when you were filming that? Because of camera crews and
literally the camera crew, like we had to go to shoot Becky's segment. Actually, we went to his ends, and he knows all the guys on the block. But basically, we had to pay one of the guys on the street to make sure that no robbing, or he was aware. Like that's kind of his block. So like the guys paid him before the camera crew came out with all the expensive equipment. And he like almost did like a police escort into Becky's house for them to shoot that segment. So it's like, you kind of
That's
have
so
to know
crazy,
the right
isn't it?
people. And if we didn't pay that guy off, he was like, you guys are going to have problems over here. So it's like, you have to be like
That's
in
fucking
with the guys, and Becky kind of helped with that whole scene. And it's kind of like, yo, Brandon, like, you need to stay in the car. Like, we don't want anybody to know we brought you here. It's kind of dangerous. They might like have our necks if they know you here.
So
And I
he
was
was
like-
he was literally protecting from, like, they pulled up in the car close to, what was it, Becky's house, did you say?
Yeah,
And
literally.
it's like from the car to his house, because it starts off in his house.
They
doesn't
could
it?
rob us.
That
like that.
short trip.
Yeah.
It's like you paid him just so you can get from the car to someone's door.
To his door and back, literally afterwards. It's not even that far.
That's how
bro.
quick someone can just turn
He
up.
was
and
like,
just be
dude, they're already seeing you guys. Like, they're already like, people are aware. They're watching you. Like,
See
you
the
might think they're
equipment,
not
yeah.
watching you, but
It's
they're
insane,
watching
isn't it?
everything. Because like, there's guys there, and they're like, where you don't even see them, they're all watching you.
like all working with each other.
Like, it's like
covering-
Big Brother in the UK. You know, you guys
Yeah,
have
yeah.
cameras everywhere. We just got homies looking out the window, whistling at each other, but in code. So you
Yeah.
don't really know. But like, if you hear whistles,
mad.
that's the first thing for me to be like,
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
always checking over my shoulder. Like,
But how does that
regardless
make
of
you
how-
feel when you were trying to film that stuff and do all that? Like knowing that.
Yeah,
I guess
so
you're
mean-
kind of used to it and aware of that.
Because
More.
you said that
Yeah.
they said don't come out the car.
Yeah, they
That-
were like, bro, you staying in the car. I was like, guys, I need a piss. Like, is there anywhere I can go? Like, they're like, don't worry. Like, we'll go over there, quick detour, and like, we'll find another place. It's called kind of Drill Hall, and it's a big taxi rank. So taxis are like, for us, it's like they transport majority of the lower income earning people around the country. And it's like R2, R5, but probably the biggest industry in South Africa, but it's also the mafia.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No taxes. They kind of they pay the police. They transporting in damaged cars, but also probably a majority of the accidents that happen on the road because taxis do not follow road rules. Like for them, it's a whole different game. They just like mobbing on the emergency exit side, cutting people off through red lights. Like they don't even have robots. That's what we call them.
He
not
sounded
traffic
gnarly
lights,
with
robots.
he sounded gnarly with one of the fellas in the Red Bull greetings from. He says if you're skating across the road and a bus is coming, they just won't stop.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah.
just get hit, you'll die, and they'll just continue their day.
Yeah,
It's so
It's crazy.
Fucking gnarly, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's gnarly. That's crazy. That.
Yeah, the buses over there, like, it's kind of weird because our public transport's not that great. You know, realistically speaking, I cannot take buses to get around. Like, you have to take kind of an Uber or a taxi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the Uber drivers kind of even get beat up by the taxis because the taxis feel like the Uber drivers are taking
Yeah.
their work.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like, it's kind of a tricky little ground, you know, you're playing on. But at the same time, that's why we just drive everywhere we're going. And for me, that's why I would feel like I never really got to explore too much of Johannesburg, the city itself, and feel the energy of the city until I got a little bit older and like being on that trip with the crew and the Red Bull crew. Like, you are aware, you're making sure everything's good. We did have a security guard with us in that van that was strapped up too. So he's like, he's ready.
Was he hired by Red Bull when they were there, or did you
Yeah.
guys get him?
No, he was hired by Red Bull.
So Red
over
Bull
there.
had called someone up, and was he South African as well? Like we
Yeah,
need
he
a-
was. Yeah.
That is fucking insane.
So
isn't
he's
it?
just like there with the little vest, like kind of sitting in the back of the van with us. Like he had
Watching
good
out.
banter,
just like that,
had good chats.
like that constantly.
but he's always locked in, dude. Like he's strapped up. We're like, damn, he's got a gun. Like that's crazy for us to be on a skate mission, mobbing around to different skate spots, and like we got a security guy that's strapped. I was like, all right, nobody's gonna mess with us now, bro. Like we should be good. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
much safer than innit? Like,
but I always say, like, live by the sword, you die by the sword. So if you have a gun and that guy has a gun,
Yeah.
then there's more chance of a gun being used.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, fuck, dude, it's kind of that tricky ground where it's like,
gnarly, innit?
in reality, like, we glad nobody had to use the gun. He was there. He was just vibing out with us, watching us, like, eat shit, slam, get back up, land the trick, giving us props. He was like a part of the crew in the van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a pretty cool vibe, too.
That's right.
But yeah, that's the only thing, like, I'd say about Johannesburg. Like, sad that I haven't really, in my youth, been able to skate the scene and, like, skate the streets there. I was more known in South Africa as, like, the skate park kid because that's the only thing I could skate. You know, and my parents were always worried about my safety. Like,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
14, like, you can't go out in the streets. And I was actually telling AK before we pulled up here, I was like, bro, my first time skating in Joburg CBD, my dad rode me there on his bike. He has, like, a motorcycle. He was like, you're meeting up with the photographer in Joburg CBD, like right by Nelson Mandela Bridge. He was like, it's kind of sketchy, that area. Like, you could get mugged, you could get robbed. Like, I don't know, I'll take you. So he came on a street mission with me, and I think it was the first time ever my dad like understood like going to a skate park, but never the city and skating in the streets. And like my photographer, Tim Moolman at the time, OG legend, like 50 years old, kind of decent guy, you know, spoke to my dad, made my dad feel a bit more comfortable about the situation. He set up a good shot. I did a frontside flip down this like little double set at the Wits Museum. And like my dad was like, damn, this shit's sick. Like kind of got the photo, got the vibe. My dad and I left after that, and I was like, damn, that was my first like real street experience, you know?
Nice.
And like that was kind of the first eye-opening experience for my parents to be like, okay, it's more than just contests and competitions all the time. It's also like, you got to go do it in the streets. And like the photo came out sick, so my dad was like, that's a dope photo. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, they're kind of getting the gist. They know what it's about, but they were still worried about my safety, which is why I was never able to skate there all the time.
Yeah.
And like, I've explored so much of LA, of London city, and being in the city and skating around spot to spot that like I thrive off that, you know, I want to skate the streets. Like for me, I love the streets more than competition now by a milestone, which is kind of crazy to put it that way, that competitions is what got me my in skateboarding to be able to make it kind of like my career in South Africa, because like I said, there's no real industry there, and it's such a niche that you're not really kind of going to make it off of just selling product. You know, it's like not a big enough industry there. They're like, okay, you're selling enough products or boards, you're kind of making enough to sell or go buy beer. It's like beer money.
Yeah,
is what people, but like,
it's a whole different ball game as well, the competitions to the
Yeah.
street side of things, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, it's a whole different vibe, bro, for sure. So for me, like kind of being like, okay, let me go do it in competition was the only way that I could really get like the corporates to be able to understand it from that standpoint until you really get into the industry. And like the competitions for me growing up was more so like the excuse to be able to travel the world. And like I was this 14-year-old kid hyped like, yo, I got this opportunity to go to the Czech Republic to go skate a contest. Like I looked at flights, it's this much. Like, can you guys help out this portion? You guys help out this portion.
So
And,
you
like,
were approaching them to
I was
get a
approaching
sort of,
them like,
yeah.
you know what I said? Like for me always is if you're waiting to get work, you'll never get work.
Yeah, you got
But you got to go and get the work for
to be
yourself.
hungry.
Yeah, like that's literally my approach. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna make it there regardless, you know?
So what sponsors were helping you out with that stuff? And
Yeah, back in the day it was like Technique Skateboards,
Yeah.
which was like one of my first sponsors with True Bearings.
yeah,
And like these guys helping me out with low budget here to fly national events or go to Cape Town and stuff like that, or go on a team tour.
yeah,
And like kind of filming videos, but it was not really too serious. You know, it wasn't like a real full-on experience, except for one tour that we went on where it was like me and a crew of skaters. I was the young buck getting like picked on. You know, it's just how it has to be for you initiating into the team and like getting picked on, but also letting my skating do the talking while I'm getting picked on.
You're like low-key the annoying one.
I'm
because
the
you're the
best.
young one,
Yeah.
but you're still holding up the vibe because you got that young energy in it, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, all right. Yeah,
That's literally what was like happening at the time. And then there was Skull Candy that was helping me out quite a bit with the budget. And there was like, it's more distributions, you know, of the
Yeah.
brand. And like
yeah.
these guys helping me out with a little bit of budget, and pretty much anywhere I could get to an event, I'd win that contest to be able to make that money to go to the next place.
Yeah.
So it would be like, okay, I won the Kimberley Diamond Cup here. Let me use this prize money to fly me to the Czech Republic and skate the next one. If I make that money, like maybe I can buy my next ticket to go to the next event, which is happening in Austria,
Yeah.
you know? Or there's a homie that you meet along the way that's like, bro, I'm whipping, like I could give you a ride, you know what I'm saying? And like, that's kind of how it really happened for me, going from national to more global scale. It's like going to an event, meeting people, then from there, them extending an invite to be like, yo, come crash on my couch. Let me show you my city.
Yeah, it's kind of networking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Skating's really good for that because you can pretty much land in any city, meet up with the skaters, and it's kind of you want to.
You guys have similar
as
interests.
long as you're
and
not a
vibe.
fucking prick, you can pretty much get
Yeah.
going, sort it
Yeah.
out in most cities, can't you? So
And you have like a tour guide too, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's
That's
like
it,
the
yeah.
homies will be able to take you to all the local spots, show
Yeah.
you what's good. Like you get a different experience of that city because of somebody that knows it that well. And like that's similar to how I'm here still doing the same thing like 7-8 years later, but with my
Just
boy
about
AK.
to say the same thing, like
You know?
like you say, it's a good thing in skating. He's been doing it years ago, and now he's still doing it right now. I took him all around Manchester recently, and we had such a good time. So
Before we get on to that, because I think especially with the growing up stuff, it's good to go back and forth. So the complete polar opposite. Where are you from originally? Manchester. What's it like there skating and growing up? Because
And did you have security guards?
it would just be interesting
So
to.
you know what's funny? I started skating in Blackpool.
Okay.
Are you from Blackpool?
Now I'm from Manchester.
Right.
Not see all the Mancunians don't know this either because I moved, but then I moved back to I started in Manchester, didn't skate, moved to Blackpool, started skating around 14,
Right.
then moved to Milton Keynes years later,
Yeah.
then now just moved back to Manchester.
Right.
And everyone's like, who are you? You're not actually from here, bro. Like, you're from Blackpool. I'm like, bro, I remember all of yous when I was a kid. Like, I remember you guys, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
So what age did you actually get properly into skating then, and when did it all kind
about
of kick off?
14,
Yeah.
properly started. I got a death board, venture trucks. Like,
Nice.
Yeah, like that was me.
Goth style.
Yeah, man. Like, I had the white board with the
Punk,
black
dude.
skull.
Yeah.
Gassed.
Iconic.
I remember it to a T, bro. I remember getting that board Christmas time, Christmas Eve. I was like standing on that shit, like, yo, I've got a proper skateboard.
Yeah.
like.
It's kind of cool because, like,
Not a complete.
for me to
Yeah, it was a
get my
complete. It was a
first board
complete.
would be kind of hard to do, but that board's still in production, so you could just go and get your first ever complete again.
Yeah, what is
Yeah.
his name? Nick.
Yeah,
I
Nick's
worked
alright.
at a shop in London, and he'd come to the shop to see us. Well,
Yeah.
to sort some stock out or something. I was like, bro, you're the owner of Def. Like, my first board was Def, bro. He was like, oh, sick guy, bro. Like, I was like, yeah, man.
That
Like,
stuff really hits hard for Nick as well. Like he'd really love hearing that.
yeah,
He's
bro. I
he's-
feel like his face lit up straight away as soon as I said it. I was like, yeah, bro. That was my
He's
first.
super
that was
down
my first
for
shit
it.
right there. Yeah.
That's sick.
So what's it like in comparison growing up and skating in Manchester then? Because all you hear, I think I watched one of the note videos and in the description it said it rained for 300 days straight
Oh my
or
days.
something.
Damn.
That is
like-
just the north for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blackpool, windy as hell and rain. Manchester, we're like, it's not as windy here,
Yeah.
but it's raining.
Yeah.
But I've noticed we have a lot of skate parks in the north. Indoor skate parks, we've got hella skate parks. In the south, they have a bit more better outdoor parks. It's like 2 degrees warmer in London, so hardly rains as much in London. Every time I go down, I'm like, all right, it might not rain today, but it still rains. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a lot.
You can still hit the streets. Like it
Yeah.
could rain and dry up, and it's kind of patchy.
Oh, yeah.
From
Yeah,
my
this
experience
time of
too,
year,
it's
the
like-
ground's kind of warm still. Like, I mean, it's
Yeah.
supposed to stop raining today. At some
Said we were
point,
gonna
but,
rain
like,
out on the session Manchester the other day, 3 o'clock. Jake was like, right, well, I've got a little thing I need to do, a meeting here. You guys chill out, have an hour. It's gonna rain at this time. It did like 2 drops of rain on the spot, and then it got sunny as hell. I was like, bro, it's
And
because
you go
you're
to-
here, Brandon. Like the
Yeah.
weather's
Yeah.
working for you, bro. Like, yeah.
You go to Southport Ledgers.
Stockport.
Stockport Ledgers.
Stockport.
Bro.
That dries up pretty quick as well.
Insane. It's
a-
good floor, really good floor. The ledges and just shiny marble. Like,
Perfect.
We'll go back on to obviously Manchester and stuff because it'll be good to know a little bit more. But filming with Jake, you like meeting up at that spot.
Yeah.
Big up.
How's
Jake.
how's that spot for you? Because that's one of the best ledge spots, kind of definitely around that area. They just go in all directions. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
amazing.
endless possibility of lines there too, you know. So front side to back side, then you have backside to backside.
And then you
have
can
perfect
squeeze
lane.
between the lampposts as well. You can
Yeah,
do tricks around the
definitely best ledge spot in the north.
lamppost. Yeah,
I would say one of the
100%.
best I've ever skated.
All the
quite
pros
frankly.
seem to come there as well. If there's
because
like
they're a good
team,
height as well.
they
They're
come
not too
knee
small.
height.
Perfect height.
about
Yeah.
knee height. Yeah,
Yeah. Have
and they
you-
got a bit of a chunk to it, but it's like the perfect right height for the ledge. I'd say.
watching
Yeah.
footage of like Joe Gavin.
I was going to say Joe Gavin.
yeah,
shuts that place
like
down there.
Joe Gavin skating those is like it's fucking insane.
Yeah, he grew up definitely like he's one of the OGs of Manchester as well. So it's like
Yeah.
he grew up smashing all them spots, and it's like
Yeah.
I bet he skated them spots when they were brand new type
Yeah, of
shit.
course.
Yeah.
And then they still look kind of brand new.
Yeah,
Like,
they
when I
do.
talk to him, I was like, "There's no imperfections, bro. Like you can just do your thing on there, like it's
Yeah.
perfect." Yeah.
He was at the Adidas thing the other week when
Yeah.
when I saw you, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah, yeah.
He's rad, any Joe. He's
Rad.
good.
So good.
So, moving back to Manchester skating, who did you grow up skating with in the Manchester scene, or did you kind of just do your own thing?
So you did an event here not long ago.
Yeah,
You was like the kid who did the front side flipping on the thing.
yeah, yeah.
He's called Jake Potts, yeah. He
Yeah.
also did a little something on the mini ramp years ago. I started skating with him
Right.
when I first started skating. It was with him.
apparently he started skating years ago and then
Years
kind of
ago.
stopped for a while because
Bro, he was so good back in the day as well. Like really
Marnie
good.
was saying he was like the prodigy child, like
Yeah.
he's so good, and he's
Yeah.
only just came back, and he fucked that event up.
Bro, he did like as if
Like-
he'd never quit. Like
Yeah.
he always had it. Like yeah, he was like Jake, you getting straight back into this. Like, yeah, he's on it. Like,
Yeah,
really good kid.
He's unreal.
He's a nice kid too, like proper
Yeah,
nice. Like
very humble.
A lot of the Manchester scene, I got this core attitude about them, which is like, it's okay. I get you trying to be cool and that, but like, it's pretty cool to just be nice to everyone too, bro. You know what I mean? Like, we're all welcome. We're all skating. There's not many skaters in the UK, so it's like, be nice. He's the sort of kid who come back in the scene, and he could have been like, oh, I'm cool, but he's like, yo, dead nice, like.
Yeah.
Sound good.
Genuine guy, like.
He came up to me at the end of the event and he was like, I really appreciate all the nice things you said about me on the microphone.
That's what I mean. Like,
and I was like, bro, because you were killing it. Everyone else that weren't, I was telling them to get the fuck off the park. I like, get the fuck off. AK's back sniffing Biggie around this fucking talk. Move out of the way. But no, he's sick. Like, I spent a bit of time going back and forth to Manchester when I was in Sheffield. So I'd skate with like, we never skated with each other at that time, I don't think. It was like, I was skating with like Seb, Amani was around a little bit, and then like Neil Worthington.
Oh yeah, Neil.
And then the odd session with Joe Gavin. But to me, it was like, when I was on a session with Joe, it was like, I just shut up and watch.
Yeah.
Because like, I'll just talk at him because he's so quiet and I don't want to like...
He's quite quiet, Joe, isn't he?
Yeah. We've asked him to come on here, but I don't think he'll...
Quiet.
I don't think he'll speak, but...
He'd probably have a lot to talk about as well. You know what I mean?
never know.
Yeah. But we always get onto discussions like, who's filmed the most UK parts? And Joe Gavin is like he's up there with the most parts. He's got to be like, what, maybe Grovey?
He's probably kept like the Manchester thing going, you know? Like
he's like the godfather of them. There's older skaters in the Manchester scene, like him and Tony Silver.
Yeah.
Joe Gavin.
He's a lovely guy. De Silva's such a good guy. Like, yeah.
Weren't we trying to get both of them on, Tony and Joe together? That would have been good.
Yeah, that would have been. Maybe if you see Tony or can drop him a heads up, that'd be good.
Bro,
I'd like to talk to him as well. But yeah, how was it growing up in like the Manchester scene?
I don't know where I get labelled as in skateboarding, but I mean, like, I do a lot of. I grew up like, one homie was like, "Bro, you seen this Instagram app? Like, why don't you post some of your stuff on there?" And at the point, I was like, just skating, not filming nothing. Maybe like a few years back, I had a camera and I'd try and make a YouTube video, but like just for fun vibes. Didn't even know about the scene or anything like that. And then started using Instagram. Just post a few pictures, like take pictures of my shoes and stuff, post them on there, and then make edits.
Put like a nice border and proper saturated.
Yeah, like just messing about on that, and then.
Because sometimes if you find someone's Instagram account with thousands of posts and you go all the way to the back to the start, you're like, Instagram used to be such a primitive looking.
It was kind of basic.
It was just photos, and then I remember being like, you can do 15-second videos, but you couldn't edit them and drop them in. You had to.
You film them on the app.
And then you'd record it.
You could pause it.
And then the app would crash.
Yeah. You lost all your clips from the day. Like, what?
Yeah. You'd record something and then stop. And then someone would bail it, and you'd hit the back button to delete it, and you'd delete the clip before, and you'd be like, "Fuck!"
You'd be like, no way.
But I used to keep the app open all day and film the day to the end, and just be like, "Dude,
that's wild. That is
little 15-second clips."
So I remember, like, if you swipe all the way down to the bottom of my Instagram, I feel like the first post you see is like, I was on holiday and I did a little job teaching kids in Florida. I went to Tampa, and like the first post is entrance Tampa skate park. I'm like, no way. That was like the first thing I posted on my Instagram, just like the sign of the entrance to Tampa.
Welcome to Tampa.
Yeah, like
it's that vibe.
That was some good memories.
Back when it was actually in date and time order, whereas now it's just random algorithm shit.
Fucking chaos.
Everywhere.
It's changed a lot. It's changed a lot.
But I was talking to Jake a couple of months ago, and I said to Jake, your edits that you put up, I feel like they're some of the best edits, because they're like, when I film an edit, I'm just filming it. I might zoom in a little bit, but there's this like new wave of people filming like yourself and stuff, and it's like there's like mad zooming, there's like up to the face zooming down, it's dead quick, there's a song, there's like a bail, then there's a slow-mo version of it, and it's, for me,
it's just fun, like making a fun day out vibe.
Yeah,
I used to get so gassed of like, we've got 6 people out, we're all filming with Jake in the city. I'm making an Instagram video of the day as well, of all the B cuts, like all the B-roll shit, just random bits and stuff, like, and then I just get so geeked on making a video, bro. Sat there having a little smoke, making a video, gassed, bro. Like, I'm in the zone. Like,
do you edit it all on your phone?
Yeah, all on my phone. I edit all the Yenties stuff on Splice on my phone.
Yeah,
like,
it's crazy.
Fucking hell,
bro. Like the America trip, like that had like, I want to say close to a full day's worth of, like, it said like nearly 24 hours in that thing. Yeah. And I was like, shit, this is gonna take me months, bro. And my phone's glitching, breaking
Yeah,
up, like
yeah.
it's chucking me off.
Feeling the heat on it.
Yeah, bro. I'm just like every time it does that, I'm like, yeah, the phone knows fire's being created. Like, you know what I mean?
It's so good as well though, because obviously I want to get your perspective on it as well with like the TikTok and everything that's going on there.
The TikTok.
And there's like
TikTok.
but there's like a 3 generation thing. So like I don't when Toby talks about, and I was just on the border of that, is like you film on a VX, you go home, you import it, you edit it, then you have to email it to yourself or put it on a hard drive to upload it and get it on your phone. Whereas now it's just like your camera and your distribution it's right there.
All together. Like,
Whereas
Yeah, it's
before it
mind-blowing,
was
really,
like
a lot of messing about.
Steps.
yeah.
had to take
Whereas
extra
now it's
steps.
just it's on your phone.
But if you used to do that and now you've got this option, you know you're smashing it. Like
yeah.
so much
Streamlining.
easier. Like, yeah.
Like if you,
Because Toby's
I've
an
spoken
OG
about it.
VX.
Yeah, I mean,
user.
like we've mentioned it before, but if you'd have gone back 20 years, and you said to me like you can have a phone that can film 240 on the iPhone, isn't it?
Yeah.
240 frames a second
Yeah.
HD.
Film, edit.
I'd be like, first of all, I'd be like, what's HD? And
Yeah.
you
Yeah, like,
you
that
can
wasn't
have
a
a
thing.
fisheye that screws on his handle. You can edit it all in there. You can do whatever the fuck you want, and then you can put it out. You know, we used to have to send the DVDs or the VHS tapes to like the duplicators to get that shit duplicated. Like you
crazy.
can just do it there. It's done. You just be like, ah, what's
Yeah, it's
this is
fucking-
mumbo
Times have
jumbo.
changed a lot.
Yeah,
a
but it's,
lot.
I mean, it's good, you know, and you know, like, you know, you use it to your advantage. It's great the edits you're putting out, and it's good to you know, get real nerdy with that stuff.
I'll be
innit,
real
and
though,
the
when you
editing
say
and-
like what started us off, it wasn't actually Instagram. So before Instagram, it was always back to Jake Powell.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
was saying to Brandon on the way up, bash the cam, but yeah, I was saying to Brandon on the way up here, I was like, yeah, Jakey P was like, sim me.
Jakey P.
Oh,
Just
Jakey
sim me
Poos.
skating, bro.
Shout out
Jakey P,
Jakey
yeah,
Poos.
Shout out Jakey P, bro. Jakey P, bro. Like there was like 16 homies, Blackpool. I'd not long lived there. I did like gymnastics. I lived in Manchester, did gymnastics and stuff, and then moved.
Is
played
that how you can
ice
do the
hockey.
backsmiths, right? Is that
Maybe so, maybe so. That stretch, I had that stretch. But nah, he's seen that I was just some like skate kid trying to learn, doing some ollies off the side of a bank. I'd been skating like a year, and then picked it up so called fast. And then he was like, "Do you want to come into the town with us?" And my mum's
Because he
been
was
like,
filming scene videos a lot at the time.
"Yeah,
as well.
bro." Like he's been always filming.
He
And then
filmed that Henry guy go up the vert wall and do a front
the front flip. I remember when that got shared.
And
Like,
that was like an early viral
yeah.
skate clip.
That
I
was a
remember seeing
viral skate clip. Henry
remember-
Calvert.
I remember seeing that.
Does a front flip and lands on his back on the board on a vert wall and just rolls down. Like it's like
I
a
haven't
party
seen
trick,
it.
like a party
Yeah,
trick.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's insane. So yeah, it all started. So for you, properly started with Jake.
With Jake.
With Jake Owen Powell.
Yeah, he was like, "You want to come to the town near the tower?" I'd be like, "Bro, my mum doesn't let me go that far yet. Like, I can't go that far, bro. If I get caught, she gonna like, yeah, I'm gonna be in trouble."
Yeah.
Mum, I'm gonna stay at the skate park for 4 more hours. I just fucked off with him and just went and filmed. He made like some makeshift kicker over some little bin, got a kickflip over it for the first time. Never even kickflipped off a kicker before. I was gassed, bro. And then
Yeah.
Jake was like, "Bro, we do this all the time. Like, you should come out more with us." I'm like,
Yeah.
some little tiny kid, like, "Mum, I'm with this crew now." Like, yo, like, so like, yeah.
I'm the
it's-
annoying kid in the crew, but I'm still bringing
Yeah,
the hype.
literally,
Yeah.
literally. I was that annoying kid for a while though. I'll be real.
Yeah.
I was like always the small one, like.
I think we
constantly
all were at
chatting.
one point.
Kind of
Yeah.
pestering everyone, maybe
Yeah.
pulling a little prank here
Probably
or
be
there.
that guy
you know.
like, watch this, like constantly check this, like.
Or you
yeah.
land a trick, you got the eyes, you know, like who saw that, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
"Yo, you saw that? Yes, he saw it. Like I'm hyped.
But
So-
yeah.
Goes back to Jakey P in Blackpool then. What an absolute
Shout out to
legend.
Jake, bro.
He's done a lot for a lot of people. He's a good lad.
He is.
Got a lot
He's
of
wonderful.
Facts.
got a lot of respect for him. Does he
Yeah.
sort you out with any stance stuff?
Yeah, he does. I remember like I don't know if it was through DeCunha. Alex DeCunha was getting
Yeah.
for Stance things. I don't know if he put a good word in, but before Jake started working for Stance, I got a few packets of Stance socks. And then Jake was like, I just started working with Stance and I know you get like socks already, bro. You can choose your socks now. Like, I was like, oh, sick, bro. Like, nice. They were sending me some bright ass colors that I just put on anyway. It felt good. Like, yeah.
The quality of the socks are actually good.
They're really good. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, that's they're all I wear is the stance socks now.
Yeah,
and I was
Yeah, they've
buying,
been really good to us,
and
haven't they?
I was buying them before Jake started working for him, and now Jake works for him. It's like he's like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "Just the stupid little tiny hats, just to sit over my ears." But just briefly to go, because you name dropped him, Alex DeCuhna, another fucking gem
Yeah, he's
in skating.
Yeah.
And he's battled through a lot of shit, like a lot of shit talk. And I won't even lie. I was shit talking on him years ago on the Instagram because I remember when I met
You know what's funny, bro? We actually spoke about this on the way in the car.
yeah.
We actually spoke about this, and I was like, I don't think Forde really got on with Alex back in the day type shit, but I feel like as the years go on, they kind of just like, they both grow up, they know what's good.
Oh, that's
like,
it. You're just like, whatever.
You realise, it's like, whatever. It's like, oh, like,
Yeah.
we're all just doing the same thing, but in a different way. Like, yeah.
But apparently Jake said to me, I left a comment on one of his, he was probably like doing some slide on his feet, and I was like, this is fucking whack. And then Tommy was like,
got his back. Like,
Tommy got his back. And then apparently me and Tommy were arguing proper harsh. And then when I met Tommy, I was like, do you remember us arguing online? And you were like, no idea. And I was like, I don't either, but I know for a fact that I know for a fact that I definitely like said some shit on a DeCunha video. But then I said to him, I was like, I probably talked mad shit. And he was like, I probably talked mad shit too. And it's like, that's as easy as it is. Shake hands, hug it out.
Like, that's
and I'm like, right, now let's go do a fucking fakey butterfly flip. But I don't even know what the trick is. But then he'll do it back to back to back.
It's consistency.
Like at the Greystones event.
I used to say he sold his soul to the devil for front side flips, bro. Like that guy is locked in. Like
every try. We were doing a back-to-back at South Bank, and it was just like every try, he'd be like, Alex, you're going first, bro. You guaranteed to land the front side flip, and he landed every single one.
Toby, I know you're enjoying some delicious music right now with great sound audio quality, but you got to tell the listeners who's sponsoring this episode. Take it away.
Today's episode is supported by Skull Candy.
Skull Candy have been making the best quality headphones and accessories for years with a unique design, innovative sound technology, and some of the raddest collaborations out there.
The range is everything from earbuds, over-the-head big lads, wired and wireless models, Bluetooth speakers, and even gaming headsets for the nerds. The sound quality is second to none, and the bass that comes out of the Crusher ANC2 is insane.
It is absolutely insane. And if you want to get 20% off your next purchase, make sure you head to skullcandy.eu and use the code BrainDrain20 at checkout. And Toby, let's listen to some wonderful music. But first,
back to the show.
Back to the show. Now, Skull Candy.
You know, obviously, like you said, he's probably got a lot of hate over the years, the way he does things. But like, you can't fuck with that. Like,
you know what?
That skill.
The hate thing. I moved to MK,
yeah.
The only reason I moved to Milton Keynes was because DeCunha was like, I got a job in a skate shop in London. With my girlfriend and DeCunha, Jamie Griffin and Tommy, all together working in this skate shop. And I'm like living in Manchester. I'm like, oh, I got this opportunity. It's time for me to leave Blackpool. I can go to London. I've been once. Skated South Bank for 30 minutes going to get my visa so I could go work in America years ago. And then he's like, move to MK, bro. It's going to be a bit cheaper than London. You can get to London half an hour train. I was like, that sounds perfect. Like, let me check it out. Found a place the next day, round the corner from DeCunha's house.
Crazy.
Perfect little, like, canal, got the boats and shit. It was fucking beautiful. My first ever crib I lived in outside of my mum's house. And then, we're working in this skate shop. I was skating the Buzzy a lot, so all the scene, like, the core guys whatever the core is.
That's where
like,
I met him.
Yeah, so that's why I met Brandon the first ever time, They was like, we'll get to that. So so I'm like skating around, I get to meet all these like locals of the Buzzy, and you can tell they don't fuck with Alex. Do you know what I mean? It's like, bro, he's the guy who's brought me here, so I'm like, that's my bro, like, I'm getting on with everyone else, and then I can feel this vibe of me bringing everyone together. Do you know what I mean? Like, people would be like, Alex would be like, they guys don't really talk to me, but they're chatting to me, and it's like, well, maybe I helped out, maybe I didn't, I filmed a few things with them guys and show that I still.
You're the mediator.
Yeah, I felt like I pulled everyone together in a little way.
There's those two circles where it's like core,
the Venn diagram.
Not core. Then in the middle, you're there.
Yeah, like trying to grab them both together. Like, please, like,
The gnarliest clip. I talk about it all the time. The gnarliest clip. Sean Smith's switch backside kickflip tail.
That's crazy.
Up the T-block,
that's crazy.
which is like...
That shit's hip height, 100% hip height. Like,
wait, he did it from the ground
From the ground up switch.
Some like
switch
Tiago shit. Like,
switch flip back T, like up to fakie.
Fucking hell, he was unbelievable.
It was in a sidewalk
I've skated
video,
that
I think.
too. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, we skate as an out ledge.
Yeah.
You know, you pop up and then you skate the out ledge, but like skating it from flat up is gnarly.
That's another thing, like how good Alex has got through just skating MK. Like, obviously the streets have got a lot of spots, but they're not perfect, bro. Like
everything's like those big rough square tiles.
Rough square tiles. And I say to Alex, I'm like, bro, it's a bit crusty. He's like, bro, you're from Blackpool, like it's crusty as fuck down. Like, oh, this is crusty, bro. Like,
it never used to be though. Like when Milton Keynes, like in the early 90s,
when we used to go,
I could imagine. I could imagine.
Because it is
the
like a
best.
big, it's just like a big Skate 3 plaza,
Yeah.
Milton
Yeah.
Keynes. It's
They
like,
say they made it like America. It's supposed to be
It's
on the
all
same
on
sort of
blocks.
grid.
it's
like,
a
Yeah.
grid system, yeah.
I
With,
mean,
it's probably got the most amount
Similar
of
vibes.
roundabouts.
on
in
like a
any city.
0.1% scale. It's like
Yeah.
it's tiny. Yeah.
So what were you doing in MK then for you two to meet at the Buzzy?
Yeah, so
what was that? How long ago was that?
Damn, that was what, 2022?
Maybe like 3 years ago.
I thought you were going to
Yeah.
say 20 years ago. I was like, what the fuck?
2022.
How old is
3
everyone?
years ago. I get a call off Tommy and I'm like, bro, so we're meeting up with some homie today. He matches your energy, bro. Like, but if anything, he's got a bit more energy. I was like, oh shit, this kid sounds sick, bro.
And when he gets really excited, you can't understand his accent, and I don't know where he's from.
Literally, bro.
and
So,
there was another kid who moved to MK. And
Yeah,
he was
Kyle.
from he's from your city. So
yeah,
it's like,
Kyle,
what?
so he just moved to MK on a random one. I have no idea why, but from Durban. And I kind of knew him through a mutual connection, and he would like reach out to me on Instagram. He's like, bro, if you're ever in MK, like hit me up, let's go skate. And I was like thinking to myself, okay, like you've moved out of South Africa. I'm probably never really gonna skate with you, but like, okay, I'll hit you up next time I'm in MK. Then I hit up Alex because we were going on some trip or whatever, and he's like, bro, like before you should catch like this flight from Southend Airport or whatever, or going on a trip, cheapest flights. Like he helped me with the finesse. And I was like, cool. He's like, yeah, come crash at my place for one night. We'll skate the Buzzy. We'll do this. And he kind of like gave me a little tour of MK.
And
then that's where I
you
met
not met
AK.
him in person at that time.
No, I'd met him before because like I said, I was on those European tour contests. So
Yeah.
I was doing different trips around, and Alex was always on that. So like for me meeting Alex, it's interesting to hear that like the UK scene was hating on some stuff, maybe because I met him on like a blank slate. Like it was just off of like how sound the guy was. Like
Yeah.
we went to Poland together. We like turning up, partying. He had always good energy, good vibe, always wanted to get clips, like always hyped on skating. So I was like, dude, he does crazy tricks that are like party tricks.
Mm.
And then like some people could hate on that from the core side where they're like, bro, simplicity is better. But it's like, dude, it's fun. Skateboarding's a creative thing. It's whatever you want to make of it, you know?
Yeah,
But
So,
he
like-
can take those tricks and throw them in a part in the street, and
Yeah.
they're gnarly.
Yeah, 100%.
Also, I
So he
kinda
does
like-
the arm shuffle one, the front board six change and
Yeah,
slide.
Yeah.
But he's got
What
every
does he
goal.
call it?
The arm shuffle.
Right.
But have you seen in person how quick he does
Yeah.
it? By the time he
he's
gets on, he's
got
like,
the quickest feet.
Bang.
You know what? He's incredible, Alex. And I feel like a lot of people did like, it's more of a jealousy hate.
Yeah.
do you
Yeah,
think?
so-
Do you think it's a jealousy hate from his roots being
So
the,
me
the
chatting
kid
to
prodigy with his dad? Is that where it comes
what I was
from?
trying to get to, I spoke to a lot of the people who hated on him too, who ended up taking a liking to me, and I'm trying to pull them all together. And
Did
I'm
you say to him,
nah,
like, what
Alex
do you
is-
dislike about it?
Yeah,
Is
and
that-
they'd be like, well, his dad was so pushy as a kid, like they put up with his dad all the time, and it's like, bro,
he's
like
pulled away
he's a
from
kid,
that.
like he was a kid, like
Yeah,
my
someone's
mum
got
was like not
carry him
allowing me to
around
go to
somewhere.
the Blackpool Tower,
Yeah.
like, which is like 15 minutes down the road.
Nick
so I get
Zorla,
it.
Def Skateboards, used to make smaller boards for Alex to
No
skate on.
way,
Yeah.
Alex,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
I would
Like-
say it's like it's more a jealousy thing of being like,
Yeah.
damn, like he's
Yeah.
got that support.
But like,
You know,
I get
100%. That's why I would have been chatting shit, and I'm not even afraid to admit. It's like clearly fucking good, living the life, and I was just like, oh, this fucking sucks.
But I
Yeah.
get
That
the
was also like
impression-
10 years ago.
I
Like,
get the
Yeah.
impression he doesn't give a fuck.
I think he
Doesn't,
fuels
bro.
it.
Doesn't
He's
care.
so humble as a
He
kid,
just
yeah.
like,
He's just
whatever.
like whoever hates on him is like whatever, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
he-
don't really care, like
yeah.
yeah. And I
Mhm.
feel like he's just so humble with it, like yeah. He's like really, really
Yeah.
not asked, but at the same
Big up
time,
to
I think
Kuna,
deep
that's what I'm
down
saying.
maybe it did hurt him a little bit, but
Yeah, but
Made him
it's-
skate
he
harder,
did well
get
to
better.
fucking push through all the hate,
Yeah.
like yeah.
probably did, you know.
And
Yeah,
he's so sick,
Probably
bro.
fueled up his fire to be like, all
Fuck
right,
those
well, I'm
guys,
just gonna
isn't it?
keep on doing well
Yeah.
for myself.
It's
And
like
like,
I
if
met-
anybody's still got some shit to say, then it's like, yo, bro, like they hate us because they ain't us.
Exactly,
Yeah.
bro.
You
Exactly.
know what I'm
that.
saying? Like you had the support, you're making it happen. And like there's also been similar things with the South African skate scene with the politics and stuff like that too.
I was going to
I
ask
like-
what's the South African scene like as a whole with support, and is there cliques, and is there like the hierarchy of core
Yeah.
skaters, and
Yeah, so there is kind of that like little divide, but a lot of the skaters have all moved. And if they haven't all moved to either the UK or to Cape Town, like the scenes kind of all moved to Cape Town in particular. But it's like you have like different cliques, of course, of like the different shoe sponsor guys, like the media coverage company guys, the different skate shops that like, okay, it's our skate shop versus their skate shop type vibe. And like,
so it was
we
like in
more
the
core-
UK for a while, like
yeah.
two skate shops in one city, you got to hate each other. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
That
like,
was it. You had
these are the
Note and
corny
Black Sheep in
guys.
Manchester, Note and Black Sheep, and that would be like. So I'm been filming a few bits with a homie called Rybo. Don't know if you know.
Yeah,
Rybo.
no, Rybo.
Ryan Robinson.
Little King.
Is it Ryan Robinson?
Rybo.
Yeah, it's not Ryan Robinson. His name's Rybo. I don't know actually his actual
No,
name.
I think it might be. Right.
Doesn't matter. It's Rybo.
It's
Either way,
Rybo, yeah.
Either way, ginger beard.
Ginger beard, bald head. Actually got a bit of hair on the back in a circle now. He calls it the skullet.
There we
Oh,
go.
fucking
Yeah.
hell.
Have you seen it?
No, I don't want
It's
to.
fucking wild. He loves it though, and he's bleached it blonde as well.
Does he tie it in a hair tie?
Oh no, it's not enough hair. It's just a circle on the back of his head.
That's crazy.
Like it's crazy.
A
But
skillet?
Skullet.
Skullet.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's like-
It's wild when there's shop beef like that because, like, I love the black sheep lot and I love the note lot, but thankfully, because I'm not a part of it or I'm in the city, I can just float between.
You get to see.
And
it.
then a load of those boys will skate with each other.
Yeah,
anyway.
so this is what I mean. Like they had so much hate towards each other, Black Sheep and No. And then I feel like Black Sheep. I loved Black Sheep as a kid because they had like Central Skate Park, Two Disc, Black Sheep, like that was it. Eddie Belvedere and stuff back in the day. And then No, I didn't really know about it. I just knew they had the board with the lemon on it, you know. And then nowadays it's like more No is doing more things, and Black Sheep you don't really hear about as much anymore. So yeah, like I feel like No are trying to keep that fire going.
It does seem like there's a lot going on with Note, but I also think it's to do with Chris Chat at Adidas. I think he's really pushing that northern scene, and I've got so much respect for Chris.
Big up to Chris as well. Like he's like,
He seems like he's
I want to give you some
constantly-
Adidas. I need to hook you up. Like if you want it, it's there. But you kind of need a skate shop, and No obviously don't fuck with me like that. So that I'm not getting it through that. So I was like, bro, you do know that they're not. Even if you send them the shoes, they probably give me size 12 or something. Like they ain't gonna give me the right size. Like. They don't fuck with me like that. So Chris was just like, let me just send them to your house for now. And now they're going, well, still coming through my house, but I'm trying to get them through a snowboard shop at Greystone. So it makes it a bit easier for Chris type thing. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's more. I guess it's more justified for Chris to send it to like a shop.
It's
or
supposed to go
stockist
to
or
a skate
something.
shop apparently. So yeah, I mean.
So what we're saying in regards to like the politics in the South African skate scene.
So there was for sure also like that kind of like hate or jealousy towards the guys that would be like focusing on. For me, it was always like, damn, you're a skate park kid.
I was gonna say, did
know?
you get anything for a skate park kid or the
For
Red
sure.
Bull or something like
Like
that?
it was never really. So I only got on Red Bull like officially in 2022 or like beginning of 2022 was like my first year of really traveling, hanging out with the international guys, coming to London, doing the greetings from demo, skating with Forde, like starting to meet more of the different pro skaters from the Red Bull program and like touring around the world. That's why I always be like, damn, like the Olympics in Tokyo kind of gave me that through ball, you know?
It
Which
seems
was
like a fucking good sponsor to have. Because we spoke to TJ about it,
Yeah.
and he was like, hands down, it's my best sponsor.
Bro,
The
I mean,
amount
like,
of shit they helped him with his cancer treatment and everything.
Yeah.
And it's
so that's what
amazing.
I'm saying. Like they have this whole high performance center where they have
Yeah.
all these professionals where it's like from strength and conditioning to like mental
And that's in
performance
LA?
to nutrition. They have
Oh,
one in
bro.
LA and then they also have one in Austria. But the one in LA is like the
Homie was
sickest setup.
living cozy in LA.
Bro.
So the first time I met him in LA, he was like, bro, I got this fucking like
Mansion.
mansion house. Nobody's living in it but me.
It's the
I was like,
athlete
bro, get
house.
me and the crew in there then. Let's all stay at the Red Bull.
So-
I was like, it's cameraed up.
So
to
that's
fuck,
the Red
like-
Bull house.
Yeah,
So when
so-
people are coming into town, they just put you up there and
They're like, bro,
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
have to pay for a pad. Like, you good, you stay here, you come into the gym.
Do you think
They'll
you
have
could?
like
Do you think you could
electric
hook me up
bikes.
with that? Because I want to go out to LA. I'm going to the East Coast in a month, and I want to go to LA for a couple of days. But it's like because fucking rent there and everything's mental. People are
Yeah.
already living like 4 or 5.
I could probably
people
hook
to a
you up
house.
with a homie you could stay up.
I just need somewhere to like people to. I've got a couple of people that I want to see, and then go out with some crews and then meet some new people there. But it's like $250
I
a
need to
night.
stay at Chioke's house.
Dude,
like a shit-
$150 a night, you're getting a motel, like the worst motel.
Yeah, and I'm
ever
not-
with
I'm de-
cockroaches running. I'm like $150. Like what?
I'm not staying in
it's like
that.
this a penthouse suite
Nah,
in
just
South
buy
Africa.
Chioke a joint, a pre-roll. He'll let you stay at his house.
Yeah.
Like, Chioke's
Yeah.
the guy, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Shout out Chioke,
Yeah, big
bro.
up
It was
to
his
Chioke.
birthday yesterday too. But
Oh, happy
put you in
birthday,
touch.
Chioke.
yeah, he'll take care of you, bro. Like
Yeah.
if you're in LA, he'll show you the spots. He'll
most
take you
lovely
around.
guy ever as well. Actually,
Yeah.
Brandon introduced me to Chioke.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was your trip, your first one
First,
to LA.
first trip to LA.
That was
Met
sick,
that
actually.
them stairs, them long grind stairs.
And that kind of like war ride that he just in the nighttime, like end of the day, we all chilling, we all tired. He's like, I want to flip fakie this thing, and it's like a rough wall ride. They kind of made it rough so that they could skate stop it. He's just like
He's
ramming
like
up it,
psycho.
flip faking.
He's
and
like psycho, bro. Like he skates like a psycho, bro.
Yeah, he's a
Like,
beast.
he does not give a fuck. He just goes in, and you're just like, bro, he's kept this guy in the house for too long. Like he's just going to get out. Like
He's
yeah,
all hyped, all
He's got
energy.
so
and, like,
much
just,
energy.
bah, explodes all the time whenever
Yeah.
he's trying to skate. Like he like nothing can stop him. People in the way, he just gets more like.
Yeah, he's
like
You know,
down to
like
go.
if you're skating
so
a
good.
big spot too, and you're like not scared to slam, you kind of like, you know, you need to feel like I'll fuck you up, concrete. Like I don't care. Like if I hit the ground, I'm putting a hole in the ground. Like
Yeah.
I be getting into that mind state sometimes when I'm jumping some big shit or skating something. He's just always on that. He's skating a ledge. He's still got that vibe. Like it's me versus the ledge, baby. Like I'm a beast.
Yeah.
Like I put it like that kind of mindset into perspective. For me, I'm skating a big rail. It's like me versus the rail. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I'm not scared of you, bro. Like I'm about to fuck you up, right? Like, let me come at this spot.
But also
Like, that's
has
the
the best
energy.
personality too. Like,
Genuine, like really cool, down to earth guy too. But
Oh, amazing.
I mean,
Yeah.
like if you're down for LA, he'll show you the best time.
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
he'll
He's
also-
lived there. He's been born there, raised there, everything.
yeah,
so it's
Yeah.
like
Santa
in and
Monica
out, bro.
kid. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be sick to meet him.
I actually had some shit at JKwon one time.
Yeah.
A bit of a mad thing to talk
that the
about.
spot with the ledges and the
Stevie Williams.
Radio Korea.
Yeah, with the blocks and the ledges, with wall rides. I had
what
one
was
guy.
what was the let's all lean in. What was
madness. So
what
one
was the
guy
shit?
come
Let's-
over to me
let's
and he's
all lean in.
like, "Yo, White Lightning over there talking about my girlfriend, yeah?" He's like, "I wanna fuck your girl," and I'm like, "Bro, fuck you! Like, what the hell's this about? Like, this is some madness. Like,
Square
go
up.
away, bro."
Did you
Like,
know who it was?
Nah, this guy, like, scooter
Random?
kid
Oh,
on
scooter.
JKwon, bare tall, like, looking like some old man, like, come up to me, and he just sees me and my Alex. We're on the Snake Farm trip.
Yeah.
Chioke's actually late to the spot. Like, he's at them mad quarter pipes, you know, where the guy does the gap onto lip.
Mm.
So he's stuck there. He's like, "I thought you meant him." I'm like, "No, I'm at JKwon, bro." I was like, "You like, get it soon." I'm like, "Just get the phone down. This guy's fucking pestering me about Alex." I'm like, "This guy needs to fuck off, bro." The owner of Snake Farm was called Chad. He's in the military. He's like, arms are out here, bro. Massive guy. I'm like, "Bro." He sees that I've got like this face of like, what the hell's going on? Because I've been gassed. I'm in LA. I'm all super happy all the time. And then now all of a sudden I'm like, fuck this guy. Like, and then he's like, "What's up, bro?" He's like, "Oh, if he says anything again, like, I'm gonna tell him like, fuck off, dude." Like, I'm like, "Yeah, it should be chill. Hopefully he don't come over." He comes over like 8 more times. Like, Chioke pulls up. I'm literally ready to punch this guy. Like, I'm scared also because it's like, it's a proper black community.
Yeah.
This kid's black. He's like going over to everyone, pointing at me and my Alex. Like, I'm like, "Bro, this is the most awkward thing I've ever been." Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, "They shouldn't have brought my girl to JKwon." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this is like not the vibe. I was sat with Boo Johnson telling him this about this whole thing as well, and he was just like, "Yeah, that's probably one of the spots you don't take your chick to, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's just one of the spots." But Chioke pulls up and he nearly smokes this guy straight away. He
Straight
sees my
energy.
face. He's like, "What's up, bro?" Like, I could tell something's wrong. I'm like, "Bro, this guy keeps pestering me. He's over to me. He's over to Alex.
Squares
Like, I'm
up
ready to
straight.
punch him like any second. Next time he comes, I'm probably gonna do something stupid." And then he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna sort this." It's straight over to the guy. Like, "You never say anything to my homie or his girl." He's like, "What's your name?" He's like, "Keep it pushing, man. That's my name." Like, I'm like, "Whoa, this is some like mad American shit, bro." Like,
Something
so yeah,
out of
that was like the
movie.
worst ever scenario I've ever been in LA.
Yeah.
It was horrible, bro.
And he was on a scooter.
Yeah.
The
on
guy
a
that was
fucking
pestering,
scooter,
but
bro.
the homie Chioke will big dog anybody. Like
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
confidence, like going into any situation, like somebody wants to fade or fight, like you know, he's down.
Yeah,
If
one
he
of the
throws his hands
crazy.
down, he's like, "Bro, I'm ready." Like his shoulders go back, he like lights himself up, like he almost like, whoa, that kind of confidence is almost intimidating.
But you meet
know?
him, he's the most loveliest guy you'd ever like.
Wouldn't
You'd never
hurt a
see,
fly,
you'd never
bro.
think, "Oh, he's got that side to him."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like, yeah.
But
One
he-
time we was
One of those dudes you feel safe on a session with if something's gonna,
100%.
Somebody's trying to jack our stuff, like he's gonna pull up on him. It's
Except
not
for-
just all talk. Like he be like, "I'm ready."
Yeah.
We skate in this stair with a rail in Little Tokyo, downtown LA, and we're skating for like 2 hours. We go back to the car. His car's been put through.
Yeah.
Homie Tylo from the UK says his passport was in the car. Everything got
Damn.
robbed. We're like, shit. Putting tape around the window, calling the police, trying to like say my car's been took, everything's been took. We go back to the spot, which is literally like the car's here, the spot's at the end of the road, like literally just over the road. All our shit's on the floor at the spot. It's like, how did that happen? Like in the space of like, we've walked to the car, seen the car smashed. We come back to the spot, all our shit's on the floor. I'm like, no way, like we got robbed.
The kid on the scooter just pulling.
Imagine, like, bro, that's crazy.
So that was like the year after. That was the second trip. But yeah, that was crazy. I felt so bad for him. He lost his shit. He had like some proper sentimental wallet that his like parents had given him. He's got engraves on there and shit. Like the two crackheads, this spot we was at in that little, I think it was called Little Tokyo, a little stair over rail. We was looking at all the shit, we're picking up all of our bags, like other stuff. His passport's gone, but like the glasses are still there. There's a few things still on the floor, like the grinder's in half on the floor, like out of the bag. There's loads of few things. Chioke's like, two crackheads are sat there and they're looking sus. So he asked them both, like, what the fuck's my shit? I know you know someone. I know you probably chill around this area a lot. You know what's good. Like, you do this on the daily.
Yeah.
He's holding one of the people, yeah. There's a guy he's holding. He's got a bike in between his leg. Gets off Chioke, rides down the road. Chioke's run after him. I'm stuck with this other crackhead girlfriend with her bag. And then I'm with Roscoe's sister and she's like, empty your fucking bag to this crackhead. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, just be careful where you put in your hands and shit. They probably got like some needles in there or something. Yeah. They had a fucking taser and a gun. And I'm like, crazy. These crackheads had a gun and we like emptying their bag. She's like, I'm sorry, I promise you we not robbed anything. Like, we don't know anything.
Gun drops on the floor.
The bag's on the floor. You're the like, gun's out, what? Everything. We're like, no way. I'm like, shit. Like, all right, go. I want to go near you. Like, fuck off. I'm out of here. Like, yeah.
It's like slowly backtracking.
America's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So we was on the South African politics, and then you gone to LA. You're saying like with the Red Bull stuff. Where was we going with that? We kind of went on a tangent a bit there.
So I mean, like speaking about it, like there is always going to be that divide of like the core guys that think like, oh, we can just make skate videos, filming in the streets, you know, filming their video parts, doing all of that. And like for me, I definitely did try that path. You know, I was on little skate tours with the companies, like with the guys in the streets. Like my love for skateboarding was always in the street.
Yeah.
But then as a kid and being in the situation I was in, it's like I said, I was skating around my estate, like skating around the residential areas, breaking into other houses that are still getting built to skate and stuff. So like, I still have that creativity aspect of being like, oh, I could skate that. I could skate that because I never had a skate park like that in my youth days. And then being able to skate a skate park that is perfect for you to learn new tricks. I was there all the time. Like, damn, let me learn this. Let me learn that. And like, kind of honing in on my craft, and the guys didn't like that because I was this kid like coming up like trying to flip into everything because that's what I was exposed to, you know, like already watching some Street League here, some X Games here, some things on ESPN in South Africa. I'm like, whoa, he just learned big spin board, like what's that? Let me learn a big spin board on my drain outside. So I would always like watch these guys and be like, oh, I can maybe keep up to standard with like a new trick there, like, oh, how do you learn that? Let me try figure it out. You know, and I watch it on slow-mo, probably go to my trampoline with no wheels, learn how to do the trick or the rotation. Then from there, like, kind of take it to a skate park. And then from the skate park, take it to the streets. But there was that kind of hatred because I went into contests, like, serious. Like, yo, that's my paycheck. You know, nobody's going to pay me to skate, but I'm going to get myself paid. If I go there, I'm going to be serious about it. So, like, they're all older guys. Like, they're in their late 20s, you know, like, they got bills to pay. But when they get this trip a weekend away to go skate this event, they kind of like, let's go drink and party with the homies and camp out. And like, we don't really care about the contest. That's the energy they're giving off because they're cool. Yeah. You know, it's just a skate contest. Like, it doesn't matter. But like, for me, I went there and I had like you said, when you plan, like you actually end up having things go way smoother and you land your line, or you like actually do better because like they say, like if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Yeah, you were like, dialed in. You knew what
I was locked in. I was like writing my line in my notes on my phone, like visualizing it over and over. And then I'd go there and I was 14 taking away a paycheck from grown men. And like, I come from a family where my dad did really good for himself and everything. So they're like, you don't need that money. Like, what are you doing with that money before?
It's so odd, isn't it, skating like that? Like,
yeah. So for me, it was always,
politics get crazy.
It was always different because it was like, I want to prove to my dad that I don't need his little handouts, you know?
Yeah.
So like, he could support me in that way, but I was like, yo, like, I want to go to this event and like make the money come back. And he was like, yo, I'll put this into a savings account for you, put it into a savings account. And I was like, for me, the biggest dream was to go to America as well. Like, American dream, you know, like go meet the skate scene there, like see it. It was still like that back in my time, but like growing up, 10, 11, 12 years old, I'm like, America is all I want to go do there is skate, you know? Let me see if I can actually hang and like handle myself on that kind of scene and that and see how I fend compared to the better guys, you know?
Mhm.
And I would like, okay, to my dad, like, yo, can I go to America? He's like, yeah, you got lucky. Like, you won the South African championships, but you got to do it again next year. I'm like, all of 14, 15 years old. And then he's like, oh, I was like, okay, well, I don't want to be lucky. Let's go back in. The next year, I won it 2 times in a row.
Huh.
Yeah,
So
I've
he
got
was
that
like-
written down. We'll
So
talk
he was
into
like,
that.
damn, bro, like, okay, now you got some money saved up. You can actually go to America. So they booked my tickets with that money and kind of like taught me how it works. So I was always like business orientated in the way I was moving. It's like, okay, I have this budget. Like, what can I do in this budget? Like, find an accommodation on Craigslist in Santa Monica.
Yeah.
Got like good deal on rent because it was like sharing and buying a room off of this girl for like, I think it was like $600-700 a month that I could go there and stay like for 3 months, use up my whole entire time. I was like, let me go, you know, let me
Yeah,
take
yeah.
my gap year to go move to America and like see how it is.
How old were you then?
I was 19,
That's what I
yeah,
mean.
18, 19. And
Still
like
at
my
that age where
parents,
you kind of want to just party still as well, and then
Yeah,
you just
so,
turned
like-
18, you got to be able to do stuff.
Mm.
like-
for
Yeah.
me, it's just like this small guy, like kind of wanting to take on the big world. And like, you know, you're 19, so partying wasn't really my option like that.
Mm.
Because it's 21 there. So
Yeah,
in my
yeah,
country, I'm like, I'm legal. Like, I've already had a bunch of drinks, you know, like I've partied, I've gone into clubs with my ID, you know, no fake IDs, none of that. And then it's like, you get to America and you can't even like go to a bar, you can't do nothing. So I was like locked in on skating.
Yeah.
I remember like, yo, let me go pull up on all the famous spots. And I got the worst heel bruise skating Hollywood 16. Tried to like front blunt it quite a few years back, literally like 2017. And I just got broke off, bro. Like
Yeah.
broke
It's
off,
a
worst
big
heel
set.
bruise.
Yeah,
I was
shoot.
like, shit, dude. Like, okay, I front boarded it, did front lip too. I was like, yeah, it's not bad, but I want to front blunt it. Like, let me see if I could do something I haven't seen really many people do at this point in time. Just like first 2 tries, just like the first one got close. Then I was like, all right, but I was also hitting the 12 and then hitting the 16 because I was like, I've always seen people do
So
that
back
to
to back,
build
aren't
the
they? One's
confidence.
there, one's
yeah.
there.
You go in this direction, you run up, you're not even thinking about it. You've just done the other one. So it's
I'd
like,
be real though. You look at the 12 and you think you may as well just hit the 16.
the 12 is way more tall and steep to the ground. And like for me being a person, like I like to roll away from my tricks. So like having to land and ram straight into a gate, it don't feel as good as like when you're rolling away, that's the real moment of like success. Like you feel
Yeah,
that
yeah.
dopamine coming through that you like crave for every time you try like a banging trick, you know, you're like, I just want to celebrate in my brain or like feel like, damn shit, did I do that?
Mm.
You know, so
It's insane seeing how close some of those spots are as well. So like I don't know what the spots are called, but on the right hand side there's the big stair set undercover that Neen did the varial heel over the rail in
Yeah.
the Death Wish video, if you can picture the one that I'm on about.
I can't think.
Neen Williams.
Yeah. And then slightly up the road to the left, there's the school courtyard where it's like a similar thing over the rail and it's slightly banked to the bottom. I think like Nickel front shoved over and into it, and they're just like next to each other. And you're like,
Yeah.
shit, all of these iconic spots are in like one neighborhood.
Yeah.
And you see so much.
Hollywood's pretty good for that, I'd say.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of like
Yeah.
close by in Hollywood. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, there's so much to skate, like you guys said. Maybe in the States they spoiled. Because for me in South Africa, like being in Joburg, I see people trying to make spots out of something that is definitely not a spot.
Well, we're
They're
kind of
like,
used to that
bro,
right
these
here. We
bricks
skate
are
like
horrible.
like
Like,
that,
how are you
yeah.
guys waxing and brick rubbing
Yeah,
and
yeah.
putting lacquer on this ledge like it's gonna grind? But it's like little stripy bricks like this,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, you guys are making anything work. Like it's just like let's make it work with what we got, you know?
I was going to ask if you'd noticed any similarities between Johannesburg spots and UK spots, because they're both equally as rough. Same here, like red brick with concrete in the middle with a
Yeah.
gap. You know what I mean? And there's
Yeah.
someone takes you there, and you're like, this is just a fucking brick wall. There ain't no sliding this. But then we still go and rub it down and
Yeah.
wax it and
Yeah.
make it work. So I guess the question could be like Johannesburg, other countries you've been to, what spots do you think are most similar to the spots back home in regards to like the roughness? Because that's why I go to the East Coast
The ruggedness.
in America, because Boston is like England, like with the
Yeah.
harshness of the spots, and they're all used to skating them. Then you go to LA and the streets are paved with gold, and you're like,
Bro.
this is too easy.
But it's also sometimes it's like that sticky concrete in LA. I feel like I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's
Chalky.
good, but like I don't like that ground as much as I like maybe sometimes popping off a brick.
Yeah.
Because like that's what I grew up skating. Like I'd be skating on bricks or on tar. So it's like for me, that smooth concrete that's kind of sticky. I'm like, oh, like some tricks don't work. the same. Like I'm like, it is perfect, but it's like for me, I like to have kind of the little bumpy and little ruggedy feel, you know, when you're skating, it makes you feel something under your feet at least, instead of just perfect round. Like, damn. But also for me, the UK, probably one of my favorite places to skate for sure. I mean, like I've always come during the summer times and it's been perfectly blue skies, like almost tricking me, making me think I'm in like LA literally, or Barcelona, with how good the weather has treated me in the
weather
past.
was super good. That one day we had out the other day, we had the perfect weather. It was so hot.
Yeah, and it's literally just been like, for me, the spots here, like marble, you guys, and you don't really have, you do have a bus factor, but it's not like as bad as South Africa. Yeah. Even because over there, you know, there's a car park guy like that's standing there, and like he is just trying to get tips off of people. But
I'm gonna say, do you pay him off? Like,
they don't really take it because they're like, my man, this is my job. Like if you coming into the car park, you fall, you hit a car, like then I'm gonna lose my job. So like anything out of the ordinary for them, like it's like, yeah, the 20 rand doesn't matter, or the 50 rand that you're trying to bribe me with, like you can get 1-2 more tries, you know, in, but like they're still gonna be like, dude, I'll lose my job. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I skated this one spot recently in Durban, and it's kind of like this outledge, but it comes from like a car park. You land into a car park. It's kind of like tall to get on, but it's perfect. And you like, has a little kink at the end, but cars parked there, you know, so it's still kind of high drop. And I was like, damn, bro, like I think we could get something here real quick. It was the first thing of the day. We were actually stopping to get some snacks and water for the day. And I said to the homie, like, it's 9 a.m., but like, fuck it, dude, let's hit the spot first thing. So I was like, there's 2 cars not parked in that specific spot that I need to have like a perfect run up. So like, let me 50 it real quick. I pop on 150, grind it, land it. But then the security guard saw like, shit, I think I fell off of the first one. So I was like, damn, I have to do it again. This guy was not having it, like pulling up there, trying to like stop me, but like standing under the ledge. And I pretty much like grinded right in his face. And like, he got the best angle. He probably got the 4K fisheye angle. I'm like grinding it in his face. And then afterwards I said to him like, yo, bro, like, you know what? I'll give you my contact. I don't want you to get in trouble for this. Like, I know we've chipped the paint and like kind of broke the spot a little bit, but realistically, I'll come repaint it, bro. I don't care, you know? So he's like, yeah, here's my contact. He gave it to his boss. His boss ended up calling me, and I was like, yo, Red Bull ZA, like, can you guys deal with this? I'm out filming like for this project for the weekend trip that we were skating in Durban. The guys came through, they sorted everything out. The property manager was like, yo, hit me up on Sunday, like from 4 to 6, we'll give you 2 hours, no cars parking there. Sick. You can just skate this ledge all you want. And I was like, what? I was like, damn, Red Bull, you guys like promised to put in like a better monument there or some shit. Like, what? I was like, you guys
Red Bull's got key to the city.
And I was like, you guys literally have the key, like skating spots that you would never be able to skate, speaking to people in a way that they like can kind of understand, especially non-skaters. And like giving me that opportunity has been dope. So I'm like,
Red Bull are sick for stuff like that though, like the terminal takeover. They do some cool stuff.
Like that.
Yeah, so that's kind of like, speaking about it, okay, I went through that period of kind of like hate because I was the contest kid, and like I was using that money to kind of get me lifted off internationally and like live in Europe and like kind of stay with homies but pay for everything that I'm doing and all of that. And then after the Olympics kind of came out of nowhere really, because I was so focused on just like skating events in that period of time, like through Friday till Sunday or Monday you'd have accommodation, but Monday through Thursday you need to figure it out. So like we with the crew of homies, we kind of all moving to different or similar places, but we either splitting something or the homies couch surfing and like supporting us, and we staying at his house for free. So it's like dope, but we skating the city in between, we skating the spots in between that like I always dreamt of skating, like perfect marble, perfect spots. We don't have that like really in Johannesburg. So for me, being able to skate these spots that are perfect and plazas, I was like, shit, dude, this is like brand new. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never experienced anything like it. First time at Muck, but trying to grind that, I was like, shit, I ain't never grinded anything like that before. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you almost have to relearn how to do it, because I, like, grew up learning in skate parks compared to in the streets like that. But then it kind of transitioned as it went through. Like, people started seeing the moves I was making, and, like, after skating in the streets, putting out more work from the streets, but surrounding myself and Red Bull putting me in environments with, like, really established skaters, I would say, like Forde, and being in the mix and doing a project with him, they're like, shit, dude, like this kid's actually doing some cool stuff.
It's
And, like-
insane, isn't it, that some people think so black and white that they can't understand that you can do the competitions
Yeah.
and you can skate street.
Yeah.
And you can bring out parts and you can do like video parts for competition based things. It's like some people are just like, oh, he's in comps, he's just going to do that. It's like you can do a multitude of things.
You can do everything.
The best thing about
Yeah.
skating is you can do everything. Say
Yeah.
you wake up tomorrow and you're like, I want to get into freestyle. Go enter a freestyle competition.
Literally.
No one's gonna give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Maybe you should do that.
I mean,
freestyle
I've
balls.
always tried. Like, I did try, like, learn the kickflip primos, primo back to primo. Like, I can run that shit up.
My
sometimes,
ankles
for
are just
sure.
throbbing from the thought of trying to land
Yeah.
in primo.
Hang on a minute. We need to talk about sponsoring this episode of the Brain Drain Show. Toby, take it away.
Today's episode is sponsored by you.
You is a supernatural, delicious sparkling water with full fruit flavour. 0 sugar, 0 sweetener, no calories, and nothing artificial. The brand is built on a radical simplicity. Sparkling water, fruit extract, and nothing else.
You is a great way to stay hydrated during the session. Comes in 3 different flavours. Crispy apple, my favourite here. Zesty lemon and pink rhubarb. All with 0 sugar, 0 sweetener, 0 calories, and nothing artificial.
Toby, let's crack one of these bad bitches open and get back to the show right now.
ASMR.
You gonna join us, co-host?
Rory's here.
Look at how big that dog is.
Dude, you're a chunky guy.
That dog's living well.
I want to take him home.
Look at him.
Tim,
That's a good boy.
ASMR with the dog.
AK's taking your dog,
I
Tim.
love the tusk as well.
He
like
smells
Yeah,
good.
dude.
the single bad boy tusk.
Smells like a little baby.
Oh, look, he's still. Oh, look at him.
Oh,
Did we take
it's like
your
I'm
wheel
tired
away?
now. No.
I
Rock
love his,
the
I love his
baby,
little
dude.
wheel title. It's
He
cool.
says loads of them
We'll let you
knocking
down, we'll let
about.
you down, bro, we'll
He's
let you
like,
down.
fuck this, I'm out.
So
Where's my
I've been
ball?
manhandled for too long now, bro. I'm out.
Good boy.
Right, where
So-
should we go? Should we go? I want to talk about shorties.
Yeah, let's go.
Ooh,
yeah.
Let's go into your list of sponsors and which
Damn.
ones came first, how they came around,
Okay.
etc., etc. Because here, like, you got a bunch of sponsors, but here I've mainly got Shorty's, Red Bull, NikeSB with question marks at the. So,
Yeah.
well, yeah, what was the transition like? What was the first sponsors? Were they in like South Africa? Then when you started going to America, like how?
Pretty much, like, I would say the first real end was with Red Bull. Like, if I had to say, like, starting off career wise was like, okay, 7 years of bringing on their Friend of Red Bull program, where like they kind of like, you know, giving me a little bit of travel budget to go to more events
Helping you
here,
out and
giving me a
stuff.
case or two here and there, wherever
Yeah.
it happened, but non-branded, you know, so no real obligations in that way. But like kind of seeing if I was the right person for the role. And it's like kind of, how do I say it? It's like the trial period, you know? But it took quite a long time. And I think like the qualifying for the Tokyo Olympics was actually that kind of carrot in front of their face,
Yeah.
being like, okay, yo, it's here now. Like he's done it. He's achieved that, which is the debut of skateboarding in the Olympics, which kind of got me that through ball into being like approved from the HQ side, kind of being like a part of the family. And that's what kind of got me on the road. I would say a lot more of being able to travel to more events, them having more budget for me now that I'm branded and a salary. And like you have all these different perks of, like I said, the high performance centers and all of that too.
Staying in
So,
the manor when you go
yeah.
to LA and stuff. Yeah.
Literally, that's what got me to go to LA. So I was like, damn, you guys have like an athlete house. Like I don't have to pay rent and I can go there and I have the best trainers in the game.
That's what TJ was talking
The
about. Why
best
yeah.
facilities. And like, that's what I mean too. Like you're hanging around and it's not just pro skaters that are there. There's other professional athletes. So like you kind of realize like, yo, as a skater, you're a professional athlete because of what we put our bodies through that specialize in skateboarding. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like the rest of them are still working on their crafts, but like we all train differently because we have different muscle groups that we need to work on and focus on. So they have these crazy technology things that like are doing your baseline tests of how much you can push and pull, how much force you are generating when you jump and when you pop. And like Tori Pudwell, believe it or not, better than any high jumper, best Olympic high jumper, long jumpers, all of that. He's still got the most force that generates from his legs when he did the jump test. He's like better than all the Olympic athletes that Red Bull have. And they
mean, that kind of-
genuinely have like some of the best athletes in
That
the
kind of
world.
figures. I mean, he's got mad pop, hasn't he?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. When you start
So-
seeing like, oh, he flip back Smith something this
Yeah,
big, you're
yeah.
like, oh shit, okay, it makes sense.
Hmm.
You know, but being able to see that coming from a skater is kind of inspiring to
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be able to be like, they're comparing these things, which is still like new sports science, if I put it that way, to being like, damn, okay, like, you know, you actually have more force generating out of your legs than a Olympic high jumper. And
Yeah.
that's all they do. They jump for a living. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
But you're
pretty
still doing tricks. So yeah, I would say Red Bull got me into going to LA a lot more because I had that opportunity and I had that kind of support structure, being able to take care of my body and also be in the States.
And they were paying you salary as well, so
Yeah,
obviously
but
that's a massive help, isn't it? That you got
the
that.
first like, oh damn, like I'm actually making like some decent money
Yeah,
off of skateboarding, and like a brand is supporting me in that direction, you know.
But they push
um,
you as well. Like I remember being that first trip in LA. I'd be like, damn, like we're going Stoner Plaza today. I'd be like, where's Brandon? I'd be on the phone like, you coming out or not? I'd be like, bro, they're making me do gym, so I have to be at the gym right now.
Yeah.
So
And like working out in the
Keeping a
gym,
structure.
literally having that, you know, like being in structure, being like, okay, I wake up 8 o'clock until 12 or 1. They give you your lunch. They have all the best food. I come back with like a whole snack pack for all the homies.
Yeah, you bring the
like,
whole bag of Red Bulls
I'd be like-
out. You'd be like, oh, dying already 3 hours into the
Hey, you
session,
want a Red
Stoner.
Bull?
Yeah,
You
I'll have a
want,
Red
like
Bull.
nuts? You want a banana? Like I got you on any snack. You want a protein bar? I got you on that, you know? So they're supporting us in all those directions of like, nah, I'm never hungry. You know, sometimes you're skating on the session, like, damn, bro, I have a hole in my stomach. Like, you're not feeling as good to keep on trying a trick or pushing through. Like, if you have a little bites over there, easy to eat, you're like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I kind of got a second wind out of nowhere. So they're like kind of educating you on the right ways to use their product as well, when you should drink Red Bull, how it actually helps, and like how you shouldn't drink too much for it to do the opposite effect of what it's supposed to do, you know? So they do guide you and they have all these professionals, but that was kind of what got me to be more in the States for a longer period of time and meet more people. So while I was there, I actually made really good homies with this guy named Griffin, who's an artist that I met in Santa Barbara just through like mutual friends and homies. And as I pulled through to his like spot, I saw on the wall he had like a Shortys Musker board, and I was like, damn, bro, like my first board that I got as a hand-me-down from my older brother that used to skate in his time was literally the Musker silhouette with the skeleton, like kind of red, green, white, like was a hand-me-down my brother loved. Like only Shortys, only chocolate, and girl. Those were like the 3 brands he was like really hyped on. And he would get all those and I'd just get the hand-me-downs. Like, yo, give me that, give me that. And I thought for me, obviously, my older brother is the coolest person I know. Like he's my role model. You know what I'm saying? So like, seeing what he thought was dope, like all the Dodo characters and shit like that too, and him like sketching them in a book, I was like, bro, this is, for me, that was like me. I was only born in 1998, you know what I'm saying? So for him, he was born in 1993, and he had kind of seen like the whole entire thing of just like Fulfill the Dream, I think dropped in what, 98? Yeah, it dropped literally the year I was born, so I didn't know nothing, you know what I'm saying? I just like got put on from what my brother thought was cool. And that's how I was exposed to like, damn, like Musker, what's good? Like seeing Peter Smolik doing the craziest combos ever, like Aaron Snyder dropping in, you know, Steve Olsen killing it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, shit, bro, like these are the first guys I've ever seen. So for me, seeing that Shorty's board, I just kind of left my South African board sponsor at the time. And he was like, bro, COVID did us dirty. Like we kind of not going to keep on producing our products anymore, but you can buy the company from me if you want. And I was like, bro, I'm chasing this dream, like, of being a pro skater. I want to, like, put out good video parts. I want to keep on skating, go to more events, meet more people. Just kind of the journey is the dream, if I put it that way. Like, each step is like, wow, you know, you look back at the experience and you're like, this shit's crazy. Like, I can't believe little me would be, like, geeking out right now. Like, dude, you are living exactly what you imagined you would be doing. With a little bit of, like, some slight differences, you know? Like, yeah, pay could be better. Pay could always be better. But, like, skateboarding's not about money. That's what it came down to. It's like everything you're doing in the streets and what you're putting down is more for like respect for yourself and knowing you pushing your limits like that. So when I'd seen and got to the homie's place basically and seen the Shorty's board on the wall, Musk, I was like, damn, what's good? Then I went to his fridge to pull like a water out of the fridge or something, and I had just seen his whole fridge graffitied up, a whole bunch of Shorty stickers. I was like, bro, what's good with Shorties? He was like, dude, they kind of not really doing too much. Like, they still flowing some boards here and there. They have a website, but like, yeah, since Tony passed away, they're not really doing too much, but they're kind of letting it heal. You know, the whole process of like mourning his death as well, but also his legacy still needed to live on, which is what he would have wanted to do. So the whole team, David Flores coming through, he's the one that actually designed all the characters, and he's a really great artist himself. But Griffin kind of is the homie that put me in touch and like hit up the guys, was like, yo, I'll get you a box. I was like, okay, cool. Like, I'm down just to ride some boards, you know, see if they're good and I can skate them. Send me a box of, I think, like 6, 7 boards. I was like, shit, dude, I'm good for like a while now. You know, I'm not having to go buy no boards. Like, let's see what's good. And then the moment I started riding them, I didn't realize, but like everyone on my channels, kind of nostalgia was coming back too. Like, holy shit, wait, Shortys is still here? Like, Shortys is still around? Wait, what's Shortys doing? Like, what's good with that? And like, they kind of never really brought it back full-fledged. It was just like, okay, here's a box, you know? So I just kept skating the boards, kind of putting out my work, however I did on social media. And like, kind of more people realizing they're selling products. Then we kind of met the owner's wife, Krishna, really sound, really cool person. And also kind of lives a similar life to what my family lives in South Africa with horses. And my family's big into the horse racing and like breeding horses and doing the whole entire thing and living with horses. My sister does like the show jumping and stuff too. So we kind of have these similarities. She lives out in like the farmlands in Santa Barbara and stuff too. So kind of know a little bit of the horse jargon, which is kind of what we cracked off on. And like our first trip, actually meeting Krishna, she took us snowboarding at Mammoth. We did like across the country, 7-8 hours of just driving and like kind of getting to know her for the first time, not through a video call. It was like in person, just hanging out with her and Shimei, which is Tony's daughter. And like kind of just seeing like the whole company is actually being run by 2 women right now.
Yeah.
You know, but if not just by Krishna, she's the one at the Church of Skating, packing all the boxes, sending all the boards, printing all the boards, communicating with suppliers, doing everything. So like her still giving everything to skateboarding is kind of in dedication of Tony as well. And then she's also going the extra mile along the way too, to like, yo, let's do a Shorty's reunion. And like, she's bringing the whole team together. It was the first time I met like Smolik, Snyder, met...
and what's it like hanging out with Smolik?
Bro, Smolik is just a G, dog.
How
Like,
baggy were his trousers?
he actually, so it was like a Namaya's collab, so they had him in a suit. You know what I'm saying? But like, imagine Smolik in a suit, bro, still gangster, got all his rings on, like, got his shades on the whole time. He's just, you know, mobbing, he's whipping the car, like, he's just having a good time.
He's being Smolik.
He's being Smolik.
Yeah.
He's the coolest guy you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool to be able to just hang and like hear what they have to say and where their journeys have taken them, you know, and just being able to see like them still loving the things that Shortys are doing today and like how we actually getting the ball rolling to more stuff happening and the products are selling really well. So I mean,
that's what I was going to say,
people are
like,
still
you know,
loving
because
it.
over here, I mean, it hasn't been around for a long time, but I mean, that silhouette musker board,
Bro.
we could sell a lot of that.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, I mean, I was in India, I think a few months ago, and I skated. I did like one slow motion tray flip down some stairs skating that board. And it was like the whole comment section of like 300-400 comments, just like, bro, that board, nostalgia.
I'd
like,
love to
that
know how
Musker
many
board.
they sold back in the day.
Yeah,
Because
me
that was
too.
the one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like that board.
Yeah, the red one, you're speaking about the red
Yeah.
silhouette
The red
one in
and white with
particular,
the...
with the black and him just chilling like a
Yeah.
G. Yeah, dude. So that was the board that everybody was like, dude, they still selling that? Like, no way.
Yeah,
like, what's
because
good? Boards sell all the time. So like Musker's also being kind of involved more with Krishna's side.
Yeah.
And he's been like speaking back and forth on just like him doing collabs because he still does his own brand too, you know? So he's doing the Musker brand where he's selling his own boards. He's re-releasing some shoes. Like he's a really good designer.
He's doing
he's still,
the gloves as well now.
the gloves.
Like Sean hit him up. He's sending some over for Sean, right?
It's a good idea, bro. I
The-
mean,
the
I've been
muskers.
eating shit while filming for my part and like opening up my hand and my palm again.
Yeah. Get
It's
the
like,
gloves
damn,
on.
bro, look, you need some Musker gloves, bro.
I'm
Like,
surprised that didn't open up.
you know
on
what I
the
I
mean?
just skate
car
gloves
park.
all the time now.
I
Yeah.
seen your.
I do like
he-
layback grinds.
so get
this.
I used to just rip my hands to bits.
He,
That's what I
he
mean.
he got hooked up from Screwfix for the gloves.
For gloves.
What the hell? No
What
way.
a-
That's
what a hookup.
crazy.
Because they saw the video. How did that come about? Did they just see you skating in them?
I think so, yeah. And then I just messaged. I think they like to post.
Yeah.
And then I just messaged them, and I was just like,
And
Yo,
they-
what's
Yo,
good?
Like,
They
if I
rock
could
it.
get some of them, I'm down, bro. I'll tag you
Yeah.
in, like.
But you saw the Muskers one. You were like, I need some of those, and he said he was going to send some.
Because Musker put up the post. Did I tag you in it? Like, Sean, you need,
Yeah,
you need
then-
these gloves.
Then we said something. I think somebody shared it on the Instagram story, and then I was just like, "Oh, like everybody comment in the comments, just like
Get Sean some
just,
gloves.
like,
Get him some
so,
gloves.
like, it
Yeah.
just fucking
Push the
go
feelers out there a
wild,
little
like,
bit.
loads of people just started like getting in the comments, just like send Sean some. So just like, yeah, I'll sort something out.
See, that's another
Let's go.
wonderful thing about the social media.
Yeah,
game
you
as
can
well.
Yeah.
you can
can really
communicate with
network
your
on that.
idols.
You can
the
you
pros,
can
know?
reach so many people.
Bro,
just
that's
through
how
that
I
now.
met like
Oh,
Boo
Flip
Johnson,
Flag.
Tory
Think so,
Pudwill. I
yeah.
just hit them up one time. Yo, I'm coming to LA. It'd be lovely to see you.
Yeah.
Normally you'd think, oh, they're probably not gonna message back. They messaged back and was just like, "What days you here? Let's link up."
Yeah.
I was like, "No way!" They actually like, I'm gonna go chill with
Right.
Boo Johnson.
But
and
you
just
got to
chill, like,
remember,
the hell?
you got to remember it. Like we were talking about this earlier. Like they're just human beings. at the
They're
end of
just
the day,
human
do you know
beings,
what I
bro.
mean?
It's just who we watched from growing up, and it's
Yeah.
like you feel so like, whoa. And then
Yeah.
you know how they sometimes say like, "Don't meet your heroes" type shit. He's
Yeah.
not on that vibe. He's like, "Yo, meet your hero" type shit. Because
Yeah.
he was lovely, bro. Like really lovely.
Social media is fucking so crazy. Like the last year, ain't it, Sean? Like some of the follows, I woke up, Tony Hawk followed me,
yeah, that's crazy.
and I was like,
that's mental.
and I
That's
was like-
mental.
what the fuck, Tony Hawk? And then obviously,
Was that from the last trip to LA?
no, he just saw a video that I posted. I
what?
just put a trick on my story, and he was like, "Oh, I like that
But
trick."
he's a proper skate rat, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like, he follows
He is.
Nick, who works here as well. 'Cause
Yeah.
Nick did some crazy
And
stuff.
I said that.
He liked that invert that we filmed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's looking, he's seeing what's going on. He's a proper skate rat. So Shorty's then.
Yeah.
So what is happening with it? Who else is on the team? Like, you know.
Yeah, so right now,
And
they've-
you're officially on the team. You were like fully announced. Did
yeah,
you do a
so
part to go
we
with
we
it?
kind of didn't really do a video part to like introduce. It was more a single clip, and like this single clip, they used one of the OG songs from Fulfill the Dream that they kind of dropped with this clip that for me was probably the trick that is most memorable still to this day. And I was in Kenya, and I was doing kind of like this project with Red Bull, doing Red Bull Road Gap and all of that. So we had an event day, and then we had an extra day for me to just chill with the skate scene and go around to their local spots and like have them show me around, you know, to be able to see if there's anything I could do that would motivate them to be like, we can up our level, you know?
That
It took
shit's
me-
so good because the locals forever will just be like, yeah, like 5 years ago he came here, we showing him spots.
And like
it's
I
so
saw from
important.
Go Skate Day this year, they actually sent me a clip of some local homie trying to hit the same gap that I hit, which is like the skinny ledge that goes like kind of fat all the way to the road, but like you have to clear, I would say it's like a good 10 stair, but there's a pillar. So you have to go over the pillar too, which makes it even longer, you know?
Yeah.
So I was sitting there, and like just before, the crazy thing is I was at like the doctor getting my balls checked out for testicular cancer because
Second ball chat this week.
it
along
was,
with
it was
PJ.
pretty fucking crazy because like, yeah, dude, I mean, I woke up one morning from the road gap to the next day and I couldn't get out of my hotel bed. And I was like, fuck, dude, did I burst my appendix? Like, what happened here? You know, I don't know what the situation was. So the guy from Red Bull Kenya took me through, and he was like, dude, let's get you checked out. They checked for the appendix, like the push and then the release.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, there's nothing. But I think I actually like tore one of my lower abdominal, like between like my balls and like my actual lower ab. Like I pulled one of those muscles so that anytime I would push, I'd feel like it's like tearing.
Yeah.
Or anytime, or it could have been parasites from eating crazy food. And I'm always one to like tap in really deep to cultures. And like when I go to new countries, like for me,
Trying
my
all the
slogan
shit.
be like, everybody eats.
Yeah.
You know, like you join me, sit at my table, I'm gonna make sure all the homies eat. Like it's all about teamwork makes the dream work. You know, we all
Yeah.
sitting together, we all can build each other up. You got the lemonade, I got the stand. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the lawnmower, I got the van. Like let's work together, we can make more shit happen, you know?
Yeah.
So like I'd be on that kind of wave. So I was eating like crocodile. I was eating like, I guess it was ox testicles. I don't even know where the food was going, but there's a whole bunch of meat, and it was this place called Carnivore. And I think maybe I got like parasites or worms from eating that meat. They also eat like goats, and it's kind of
Yeah.
long story short is before then I was sitting there. I had a homie checking me out with this like sonar, you know, the
Yeah.
pregnancy thing over there.
Ultrasound.
The ultrasound thing, yeah, exactly. He's checking me out. He's like looking for any cysts or this or that. I'm just sitting there. I was like, this is so awkward, bro. Like, I don't even know how I feel right now. This is homie just like moving around on my balls. And I was just thinking, like, I feel bad, you know, like I could be out skating with the kids. And like, I'm sat here and I can't even get out of bed. Like, I don't know what's going on. So I told the guy, like, bro, like, okay, I'll get back to South Africa, get a proper checkup again from another doctor because I know, like, I have a home doctor, all of this, whatever. So can you give me like painkillers? You know, like anything to make me not feel like any pain at all. I don't know what painkillers they got in Kenya, but this homie gave me these painkillers. I went and I linked with the community, and for like the first hour, I was like, guys, I'm sorry I can't skate, but I'll still be here and film you, you know, and be involved and be in kind of in the vibe for the day, you know, skating with them, seeing their local spots,
Being present,
hyping them up, you know, and also being like there to motivate them. They took me to this one spot, and I was like, damn, bro, like this gap, I really had on each side of my shoulders, like devil and angel being like, yo, bro, like, devil's like, you won't do it, you little bitch. Angel's like, nah, dog, like, you got this shit. Like, just pop it, you know, like, feel it out. They will skate the top section, like a road to Manipad road. And I was like, damn, but what's good with this gap? So this was kind of the clip that was used for my welcome to Shorties part, or like welcome to Shorties in general. And I kind of like throw down, I bust this tray flip, but as soon as I land, like the whole Kenyan skate community is there. And I had this one guy helping because there was like a highway here, and it was the turnoff of the highway that had the pillar. So I'm landing on the turnoff of one of these highways. Guy in military uniform, like stopping the traffic. Nobody could turn while I'm going. Like, the craziest thing is because it took so many tries, the public started being like, what is this guy doing? So we got a bigger and bigger and bigger crowd of people just watching this crazy man jump on a skateboard, doing a trick that for them, they've never seen before, you know? So it was like, damn, this level is kind of inspiring, and it's crazy too. So I'm just slamming, eating shit into the concrete. These guys are like, damn, bro, like 20 tries later, still running up. I'm like, okay, I got to do this one. And as soon as I landed, I roll away and I get like well received from all the homies. And like in that moment, I remember there was this one kid in particular that was so talented, and his board was so short. He didn't even have bushings in his truck. Like he was just skating the truck with like no bushings and put like cloth there to be able to try and make a bushing out of like a cloth. I was like, bro, this homie's crazy. I was like, after I landed that, like, here, the board's on you, bro. The homie celebrated for me landing the trick, but then also celebrated as much for me giving him my whole setup, like there on the spot. I was like, okay, I don't know if I'll be able to walk tomorrow, but those painkillers help for this trade flip. It was like one of the most memorable moments for me, and like also for them. And now 1 or 2 years later, being able to see them putting out videos of their own skaters hitting that same gap, maybe not all the way over the pillar, but still hitting the gap. And like, that was one of the videos that they introduced. It's the song, Where Do the Children Play? Where Do the Children Play? You know which song I'm talking about? If I put it on, you'll remember it for sure. You'll be like, ooh. And I created like that whole vibe too. So that was kind of like the intro. And they redid it just on social media. They're like, okay, well, social media is the new thing. Like, let's put it out over here. Like, we still have our channel from when Tony ran it from the beginning. And yeah, they revived the account. They were like, you're on the team. We got you here. Like, let's get you support. Let's get you everything going. And like, for me, being able to do the full circle of getting given a board from my brother, of like first board being a Musker board, and then now skating for Shorties, I was like, bro, like it went full circle. And I was like, dude, this is crazy. Now I got Musker hitting me up in the DM, like, bro, that was fucking sick.
Have you gave your brother like one of the shortest boards? Like, put this one back on your wall.
Yeah, like one of the first Musker Rising Suns I got, like a green one that I skated, literally left it at his house. I was like, bro, it's still kind of perfect condition. You can still see what it is, but it was my first Musker board. I re-skated again. So I was like, keep this one for me, put it on your wall. He's moving around a bunch, and he always keeps my board here for me as well when I'm in Europe. So London would be the hub, and he lives in the UK. So that's how I ended up spending more time here, is that I had his couch to surf on. And then was able to be with the homies skating more in the UK. Being obviously closer, I was able to travel to more European places, which made me more available and accessible to meet more people and be in the scene, be in the industry, and kind of make that next big step, which got me all that credibility once I got back to South Africa again. So it was like, damn, homies no longer treating me like I was just that contest kid skating in a skate park trying to win a contest and take their money. So now being like, wow, dude, respect. Like, it's crazy to actually see how far you've come. And it felt like I saw that transition in not too long of a time. You know what I'm saying? It was just like from one moment and one trip of me leaving my country to 6, 7, 8 months later getting back to them being like, wow, bro, like, be so proud of you.
You showed
like,
them.
So
You
much
showed them what's
like
up.
support and respect. And I was like,
it's rad that they can admit that as well. You know what I mean? It's rad that they celebrate that accomplishment.
Facts. I mean, especially when they're like looking at role models for them that they, every time as a kid, I remember we'd pull up at a rail and they'd be like, dude, Forde would skate this straight away. I'm like, dude, now I've skated before and I've seen what he skates. And like, now I'm like doing back-to-backs with him. I'm like, shit, okay, you know, maybe Forde would skate this. Now I got to be like, yeah, you probably would. So maybe I should do it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not here right now. So let me do this for him. And let me just bust it. If I get buckled, I get buckled. But he doesn't go with any kind of insecurity. He's always confident and he knows he can do it, which is kind of something that I've watched in his mannerisms, to his approach. Like any big rail he goes to, he's like, I got you.
There's a clip of him where he said, someone asked him about doing front crooks down rails.
It's crazy.
And he's like, well, I know exactly how to pinch them, so I can do them first go on any rail.
Any rail.
That's insane, isn't
Yeah.
it? He's like so confident.
He
in the
knows,
trick.
it's a confidence
he knows
thing, isn't it?
exactly where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But you
insane.
can see that, like, the way he skates and the stuff he's doing, it's fucking insane.
Yeah, he's
isn't it?
strong with it.
Yeah, no, he's a beast. Like,
Yeah.
for
He
me,
is.
one
He's
of
a
the
fucking
most
animal.
talented guys. And like you saying, like, not just good on the board, but also really humble and really
Yeah.
motivating.
Yeah, he knows.
Meets a lot of kids. Like, you can almost, like, identify and, like, kind of feel the same things that he's been through in his life, that you're like, damn,
Yeah.
he's just a regular dude. Like, he's a cool regular dude, and he's over here hyping you up. He's the nicest, genuine, most down-to-earth guy. So
Yeah.
that's why people support him, bro. And his tricks
Yeah.
are all gnarly too. So, I mean, that's where the politics all like gets mixed up. It's for me, I say politics, not politics. I'm like, bro, it's all about tricks. Like, have tricks, meet people, say what's up. Skateboarding is that thing that is like uniting everybody because that's our common interest. Like, why you gotta hate? Even if this homie does it this way, he's making a living off skating. Like, bro, he's showing you it's possible.
Yeah.
You know, and we have some of those guys in South Africa that go the Guinness World Record way to get the promo, to get that recognition, to then sell it to brands and corporates so that they can understand. But then that's not credible amongst the industry, so they get hate. But then at the same time, you're like, dude, you know what? It actually, bro, however you're making your hustle happen, like you're living off of skateboarding, you still do tricks. Like, I still respect you. Like, we're skaters, bro. Like, for me, being a skater is the most important thing first. I'm like, dude, we do tricks. We play.
Yeah, it's a skateboard. It's a toy.
Every day we play, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. That's the thing security guards be pulling up in South Africa saying, like, hey, you can't play this thing here.
Yeah.
And like I say to him, I'm like, bro, like, play. Like, I'm not playing, dude. This is my work, you know? I understand you doing your job. So, like, can we try get a young common ground there? But if you come across nice, more chances are you're going to have more opportunity to skate it than if you come across
100%.
like, but also, like I said, some moments you're fuming in the moment trying to land that trick. And like somebody's trying to get in the way, like you can't skate here, now you're pissed. You're just like, get out of my way, bro. I'm going for
When
it.
you know you're close to getting it. It's like when we was at Stockport Ledges the other day. One guy wanted to be on that energy. He sat down on the part where the second trick would be.
Out of all of those ledges,
All of those ledges sat around the end, all over the wax.
on the wax. I
Homie's
told him.
like, you know you're sitting on wax could damage your pants. You know that little trick? Like, oh, let's get up and move then. He was just like, cross the legs, I'm staying. So I was like, stood there like, touching the ledge like this, and I'm going, you do know you're on wax. I was like, any chance you want to give us a bit of space and make us feel a little bit more comfortable, bro? Like this to him. And
I started
Powell's
skating
like,
the ledge in between and
Powell's
trying
like-
to get close to
Jake's like, just let him have his cigarette. Just let him have his cigarette. He just wants a cigarette. And then he's like, oh, all right, then I'm getting up. Like, you know what I mean? We hit him with too much niceness. So he was just like, oh, I'm
Kill him
being a
with
dick.
kindness.
Like,
Yeah, definitely.
is there any or many other skateboarders from South Africa that have like made it to a degree, like other skateboarders that have gone from South Africa to like the States or the UK, or like what's the general scene for like sponsored skateboarding there?
Yeah, so I mean, there was one guy, Chris Vian, in my younger days that went out and he like backlipped that massive rail. I'm trying to think of who else put something down on there.
You know,
that like
LA,
in LA, but it's like the huge 18 or whatever. I think Niger did do something
quite
on there to
skinny,
end this
one
part, like
long
a
back
5-0. I think he 5-0'd it or something. But this homie, like Chris Vian, was one of the guys that kind of made it out of South Africa and got that first international exposure. But then another guy, probably the most talented skater I've ever seen, is Moses Adams. And like, he comes from Cape Town, born and raised, but like, you know, somebody that just had that raw talent that every time they skate, like similar to Luan, you know, he's got that spring, he's got that explosivity, and like his trick selection was crazy back in his time too. So like, I really looked up to Mosey and like seeing him do very heel back lips down big rails and like tray lips here. It's like, you know, he definitely made it out, but kind of slept on a lot of his opportunities because he wasn't really educated in that way to notice like, yo, you got P-Rod hitting you up to be on primitive, but all you want to do is go back to South Africa so that you can be with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like it's short-sighted, you know?
Hmm.
Like you had the opportunity there, they would have supported you, they wanted you, you know, and you were like, I want to go back because my wife or future wife is there. I'm like, bro, you kind of could have made it happen for yourself first, still being there, gone back, visited your girl, figured out a way to get her over to America if that was the case. But like you were living the dream, bro. Like you had all that opportunity and he kind of like went back to SA. So I
Yeah.
mean,
Sometimes it's not for everyone though, is it? You know.
Yeah.
Is
like
he
you
with
say.
the girl now?
no, he's not.
That's what I mean, bro.
Yeah. So
What-
yeah, she ended up doing him dirty. So he ended up going another route, but he's still skating and still skates really good. But like he doesn't really take care of his like injuries like that. So when he's skating, he'll still bust a gnarly heel 5-0 down a hubba. And I skated a contest in February in Kimberley with them. And he did that first try, gnarly heel front 5-0 down the big 4 hubba. I was just like, damn, bro, like
Still
you're
got
still
it.
beast.
Yeah.
But he's like every second like limping around like, dude, my ankle's bust. You know, like I'm not really skating that good. My ankle's bust. I can only jump when it's the moment to jump. Like he's not consistently jumping and taking care of his body. But
It's not got that Red
Besides-
Bull rehab center.
that's what I mean. That's what I mean. But like besides for Mosey, there's Dlamini. I'm not sure if you guys know a bit about him because he's more European based, but he be riding for DGK. He be riding for Adidas too. And like he's been one of the guys I would say that definitely pushed the street envelope and the core scene. And like he's just worked on filming video parts. So he has done it in that way, but I'm not too sure how exactly it's going because him and I aren't too tight. I always remember kind of having a little bit of beef with him and his attitude kind of being too arrogant, especially when like fans and kids were coming up. He wouldn't be the nicest to them, asking him like, hey, yo, can you do this trick down the stairs? And then he would just tell them like, get lost. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, bro, that's no way to really treat a kid.
Yeah.
And this is me watching from the outside in. So I was like, okay, I don't know too much, but I'd rather distance myself from that
Yeah, yeah.
energy, you know?
Hmm.
But his skateboarding, I definitely give him props. Like he's a really good skater, really does put it down. But I don't know what he's on and what he's up to at the moment. But I know that he still kills it in the streets and he drops projects. So he's definitely made it out, but more in the European way.
Yeah.
And I say like that whole like international exposure thing, it's just like now with the internet, you can kind of create whatever reality you want. So
You
like
create your
you
own
being
exposure
recognized
everywhere.
is from your own social media platform, you know?
Mhm.
Whereas like before, it's like, okay, you're working with brands on specific tours, you're dropping videos, you know? Now it's like you got to drop a video part like every day, like Chris
Yeah.
Jocelyn, you know?
The industry's changed a lot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah, we
It's
talk about
nuts.
this all the time. Like,
Like it's
just
so
like
different.
how
Like
how
pros bringing out their own brands and
yeah.
Yeah.
But
not
it's,
tied into massive contracts, what they're not enjoying anymore and stuff.
yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But it's more about, you know, how the end consumer, the customer, how they digest skating now. You know, like in
Yeah.
my day, it was magazines, 4-on-1, and the occasional full length video. And now it's like, I mean, fuck, it's every single day a new parts drop in,
Yeah.
and it's watched and forgotten about so quick.
Oh.
It's it's a
Like,
really
it's always something cooking. I remember like growing up watching like SB Chronicles, and
Yeah.
all that sort of stuff, and being like, I remember I watched this video to go out now. And wake up in the morning, let's put it back on again, and let's still go skate. Like,
Yeah.
same video.
Motivate you.
Like
for real.
waking up and watching a skate video and being like, yes, it's like an hour 45 minutes long, and
Yeah.
watching the whole
Fucking
thing.
What videos were you
You know,
watching?
how long? How long?
Hour 45.
No, that's just a piss take. But like,
But like a big
Like-
ass
How
like-
video.
long
like-
were the 411 video magazine?
They're like 40 minutes.
well,
45.
look at Fully Flared. That was like an hour 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pretty Sweet, an hour 15. And now it's like I can't watch an hour 15-minute video. I can barely watch a standalone video part.
Yeah,
But,
attention spans kind of
yeah.
have gone down. You're like, you need to keep me like engaged the whole time. So it needs to always be like, I even been watching some parts. It's just bangers now.
Last
Like
thing that
people
I
are
did
staying
watch,
away from lines, you know?
Godspeed was the last thing that kept me like.
Yeah, I
I
watched
watched
that
the
whole-
whole thing.
I watched
Yeah.
that whole video. We were talking about it briefly when we were holding each other's dicks having a piss. It was like, so attention span, you know, watching a video part and clips on Instagram, if it's quick, it's good. But then on the flip side, people like watching long form,
Mhm.
like we were saying, so like if we go out for the day and make an edit, people probably won't watch the edit. But if we do an hour-long video walking to the spot, talking about the
behind
spot,
the scenes
Yeah.
shit. People like to see that, don't they?
people would rip on it, but like the Hop King vids, the full days out in London, I'd sit there and watch all of
There's
those.
one homie in LA.
They fill you in the room.
I
Almost.
tried to link him on the first trip, the second trip, and then I linked him on the third trip. This guy called Brian Arnott. Don't know if you heard of him. He's a straight
YouTube homie.
homie.
Yeah.
Really good at skating as well. I don't know if he
Ribs.
was like on something before the YouTube shit kicked off, but like
think
he makes.
I've seen some stuff. Yeah.
Like he did that. Is it a triple stair in LA as well? Not the Santa Monica. There's another
one in
downtown.
downtown.
Like
Yeah.
he did late back shove down that.
It's
Oh no,
crazy.
late front shove down. Oh no, late back big spin he did down that.
Yeah.
And like that's what kind of blew him up. He had like what's a thrasher thing, like a
My wall.
my wall. He had a my wall on one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did. Or I think he might have made his own. Can't remember.
Yeah,
It
like
was
now
something
he's
like that.
popping. Like I've seen some
I
of
was
his
like,
numbers
yo,
and stuff
He
too.
has 3 accounts. I forgot the other one's got like Boring on it, Brian on it, and I'd be like, gee, let's link up. I'm in LA. Like I watch your shit all the time. Be sick to even just get like a little skate with you. Don't want to make a video or anything. Just want to meet you in it. He's like, yo, third trip. Do you want to link up? Let's go Stoner. Let's make a full video at Stoner. I'm like, damn, that's gonna be a vibe. Like I'm an hour early skating the curve ledge. Like can't wait for him to pull up.
Backsmithing everything.
Yeah, I literally nearly got just as he
Always.
pulled up. I never opted into this one. I did it twice at the Buzzy. Backsmith 360, well 270 kickflip out or 360 kickflip out.
360
Oof,
flip out. Yeah.
360
Turning
flip
with it,
out.
yeah.
The blizzard flip.
Is that what
Always.
you call it?
Bli-
Blizzard
I
flip.
mean, like that's what we call it as kids, but like it's a kickflip 360.
Yeah, it is a blizzard
Yeah.
flip as well. I heard Jamie Griffin call it that one time.
Blizzard
He
flip.
calls all the tricks by their mad names.
Yeah,
Have you
because
seen
he
that he's
knows all
doing,
the
have you seen
tricks.
that he's doing
Literally.
1,000
These are double heels.
tricks?
Yeah, 1,000 flat ground.
1,000
tricks.
flat ground
What,
tricks.
is he
Jamie
just-
Griffin.
Jamie's
at the minute.
doing it.
He's got up to
Oh, he's
like
doing it?
400.
Fucking
Yeah.
insane.
But
He's
I
doing
swear to God,
1,000 flat ground
So I
tricks.
lived
That's
with him for a
crazy.
little tiny bit, and I worked with him every day. Such a humble kid.
Yeah.
And I shit you not one person has got what he has got with
Mm.
his feet. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know anyone that can do late shit like that.
We
Yeah.
should see this video. He's
late
putting out
possibles.
200 tricks at a time.
Incredibly consistent
insane.
with his shit. Like, and he can skate normal, ridiculously good.
Winning
like,
the Berwick's. Like when he
winning
did
the
that,
barracks, bro. Like,
Got-
fully, like,
got the Berwick's ring. I think they
Twice.
invited him back. I think they invited him back a third time, and he was just like,
No, done
nah,
it.
yeah,
no.
he's not really
Done
feeling
it twice, isn't
I
it?
don't wanna
I
do
don't know
it.
if they
He's like,
like.
done
I
that,
don't
bro.
know the ins and outs, but I don't know if it was like the best way it was run the second time round.
Yeah.
Type thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard he kind of got burnt
Yeah, and he like,
mentally from it.
yeah, and he
That's
had
the right
like
way.
they didn't pay him for winning for
Yeah.
ages, like for a long time.
Damn, fighting for
I'm
your
like, you
own
got paid
money.
by the barracks yet? So a year later, he's like, no. I'm like, what? Like what? You won the barracks, bro. Like you won.
He's like,
We got
the
sidetracked.
ring,
What were we
G.
talking about meeting up with the YouTuber guy and you met
Brian
Stoner?
Arnott. So I get
right?
to like he did like 2.5 hour video on YouTube. It was 2.5. He said, it's not going on my main account. This is the boring Arnott channel, but don't worry, it don't mean it's hella boring. It's just that I do the full non-chopped, no cuts. It's just is what it is.
Like you're there.
Like pass me the cam to film him.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's like, speak to the people, bro. They're gonna want to hear what you're saying. Your English, like they want to hear some mad shit.
Your
So I'm
accents.
just like trying to talk to the guys and be like, yo, and then trying to explain what's going on. Show them like Roscoe and Tylo, the homies as
Yeah.
well. And yeah, that video came out 2 days later. We're all sat in the apartment in LA in the morning, just watching it. Like, yo, we're on a Brian Arnott video. How sick! Like,
It was-
super gas.
I got that with I got
Corrigan, weren't you?
fucking tagged so many
We
times.
met up with Dan Corrigan
The
as
Dan,
well.
the
like,
Dan
yeah.
Corrigan videos, like phones out on the handle.
I
with
was
the
getting
mic-
tagged as well. Like
with-
people are like, is that Forde in the back? I was like, yeah, he's there.
with the with the microphone and just watching him talk through the day and film, and it's like it's a fucking skill. It is to be talking.
To be constantly
and
active,
doing
because
that.
I was like,
Yeah, it's
there was
hard.
points where I was quiet, and he's like, talk to the people, guy, like talk to him, like, and I'm like, what the hell do I say, bro?
yeah.
Like, yo,
You gotta keep on making
Like,
conversation with
yeah.
yourself into the camera. It's
like
kinda
speaking to
gnarly.
potential people later on down the line that are gonna watch the video. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he was good with it though. He'd be chatting so much, like you could tell he does that, and that's
Yeah.
his thing. Like, yeah.
Before we move on, because I want to know about some of the Snake Farm stuff. You were speaking about people skating Cape Town, and
Yeah.
how's that for skating? Is that also quite a rough?
I would say
rough town.
everything in South Africa kind of rough, and it's all bricks, and like the spots are not perfect. There's always something wrong with the spot, like either crack a
Like the
chip.
people.
Yeah, is it quite an intimidating
Yes.
place to?
It depends. Yeah. So in terms of rough like that, Cape Town is more where like the gang activity happens.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if you know about like 28 crew and 20s crew and all of this, and like we have the Americas crew too, which is all just gang activity of being initiated, but that's more kind of in the Cape Flats, which is also an area that people got put during the apartheid governments and like segregation, you know. So it's like the Cape Flats is really gnarly. You got to watch like the streets late at night. You got to always be cautious. Like, I don't know if it's just that thing, but being in South Africa, you're not completely like switched off. Like sometimes if I'm in Europe and I'm cruising, it's like Barcelona, it's like 1 a.m. I'm seeing little kids in the area like kicking a soccer ball. I'm like, dude, it's like 1 a.m. Like, what are the kids doing out here, you know? And like for me in South Africa, you're not mobbing the streets at 1 a.m. Like there, you're gonna get robbed for sure. They'll take your shoes and your socks off your feet, no problem. You know what I'm saying? But I think Cape Town, the city's kind of more integrated still with the people, and it's not as big as Johannesburg. Whereas Johannesburg is kind of like you have to drive quite a bit to get from point A to point B. So I would say like Cape Town better for traveling around and skating more spots in a day. And it's also by the ocean. You have the beautiful mountain view. You do have quite a few more spots that I would say within that vicinity than you do in like Johannesburg. Johannesburg's more crust. And like if you like the East Coast vibe, I always say like Johannesburg got the East Coast vibe for South Africa. Whereas like Cape Town is more kind of almost the LA vibe, you know, where you get kind of more perfect, but it's still not really too perfect, but it's LA, Miami type vibe. That's the energy I'll be getting from Cape Town. But in terms of scenery and beauty, bro, like you'll see some spots there that you'll be like, shit, dude, like perfect, like quarter pipe in the streets with the wall on top with the mountain in the background, like perfect cover potential. You're like, dude, like I could get a cover right here. Like this is the sickest spot ever, you know? So you do have a lot of those kind of situations where the scenery is good if you guys are working towards a magazine or time. Some kind of spots too. I'm not sure if you've seen more videos of just like more people have been traveling over, more tours have happened in Cape Town especially. And it's just all downhill too. So it kind of gives off like a little bit of a San Francisco vibe, but crusty. Yeah. Crusty still.
So either way, if we link up in the future to skate Johannesburg or Cape Town, maybe I'll hire a security guard to potentially to come along with the
with the strap.
I'll be like,
what 50 cents I'll be like, the strap.
I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna turn up with this guy who's gonna bring AK, and then you're like, gun.
The AK-47.
Turn up with AK. Hang on a minute. We need to talk about who's sponsoring this episode of The Brilliance Show. Toby, take it away.
Today's episode is supported by REKD Safety Gear.
The REKD Covert Ankle Brace is constructed using breathable 3D mesh fabric to mitigate heat buildup.
They aren't too bulky and won't get in the way, but offer super good support and protection. It also has a quick lacing system to get them on and off super quickly.
Very quickly indeed. The side panels contain REKD Energy Foam, which is designed to reduce up to 75% more impact compared to standard high-density foam.
The material is flexible in its standard form, allowing it to move and flex to create an ergonomic fit for the user. But when it gets hit, the molecules form a solid structure and energy dissipates so you don't get injured.
No more injuries indeed.
Available now
at rollersnakes.co.uk. Toby,
back to the show.
Back to the show.
Back to the show.
Back to the show now. So what went on with your sponsorship then? Because there was the Snake Farm thing for like a couple of years, right? And whose brand was that? Is it Cody
McIntyre.
It was a guy called Chad.
Right. So it wasn't Cody.
How did that come
and
about?
Cody. And there was also another 3 people involved as well, but I don't know their names. And then they ended up like parting different ways, and then it ended up just being Chad and Cody.
But how did you get on in the first place?
Was it from trips to the States?
So I had a trip to Barcelona like 8 years ago and met Chad. Chad's some army guy where it's massive. Like there's only like 2 people, maybe just one person that does his job. He's like the only guy. He's like pretty crazy. Like calls them military strikes and all this shit. He's on some mad shit in the army. So I bump into him with Jake Powell on the first ever trip I go away with Jake. I've got a fucked up ankle, couldn't even skate bar, so I was crying the whole trip. Literally, I was so like gutted.
Damn lemons and loads of weed is
basically
what you did
was what I was doing.
Yeah,
and like crying at everyone skate the spots. I managed to skate. Is it
Forum?
Not Forum.
Fondo.
It's like it looks like a fucking tunnel, little canopy you go through. They got some ledges there. It's not a tunnel. It's like a little shelter.
I ain't been there for years.
Long shelter. Pretty famous spot, like really famous spot. They had like the two benches under there. the mani pad. It just is
It's
beautiful.
Oh, you're speaking about Sans.
Sans. Sorry, yeah, Sans. So we're there.
Yeah, that's gone now, by the way.
That was the only place that let me skate. I was like, oh shit. And then Bessos bars, like, oh damn, maybe I'll be able to get something on this. I got a kick flip, but my leg was like the worst. Basically, a scooter kid had chucked his scooter out in front of me. I'd done a tray flip over a box and I'd like gone to pump the tray flip. I've looked up and the kid's just gone, ditched the scooter in front of me, jumped to the side, scooter bent my leg back in half, bro. I was like, no way, I got a trip to Barca. First time with Jake in like 3-4 months. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to skate. And my leg was like massive. It was fucked. Like, I've never felt any worse pain. I stand on it, felt like it pop, and then liquid inside my leg would be like burning everywhere. I'd be like, this is the weirdest thing ever. But yeah, we go on the trip, managed to skate a little bit, but we bump into this Chad. And he's like, oh, I'm just on a trip, like with the army, but I'm on my own now. This is my time. So if I go buy a board, do you reckon I can kick with you guys? How long you here for? We're like, we got like 9 days left. Like, he's like take our number. He was out every day with us, but because he's so like monster big guy, he was just like, anyone want to try and rob us on this trip? He's like, I got you. He was like still a little bit younger back then too, so he's like having a little drink. He's like, yeah, like he's like, I'm chill.
Barca's bad for it. Like
Barca was bad, bro.
Every
like,
time I used to go out, I'd get like swim shorts and put my phone and wallet in the swim shorts and then put
Jake
shorts,
got robbed
and then
whilst we
put
was there on
shorts
that
over.
trip.
Yeah, every time I've been, somebody who I'm with gets cameras, passports, wallets.
Summit taken, like their phones got took, but they got them given back to them because they had cracked screens. Cracked screen, you got your phone back after
That's
they got
crazy.
robbed. Apparently, like Jake and this one guy called Josh, on the way back, it was probably like 1 o'clock. We're all at the hotel just having a little smoke and a chill. He's like, we've been robbed, but we got our shit back. Guess what happened? Like, they put their knee in between our legs saying, you play football, like bashing their legs. Next minute, there was like phone. They're like, oh, I don't know what to do. Jake's not really the confrontational guy, so he's just like, shit. And then the guy was just like, yeah, I'll take your phone back. It's fucked. Like, I was like, bro, that was so lucky. Like, but yeah, we met Chad. He chills with us for the 2 weeks. He then opens up Snake Farm and hits me up. I followed their account. Like, back in the day, it was just Chad and like army people skating only. Like, they didn't have no like other types of skaters, but people from the army. It was just an army thing. So I followed the account, like their shit, like tapped in with them for like 6 years. And then they brought out the main sort of thing. They was like, oh, we're going to do like a more skatery, like they've got the military side, and then we got like, we're going to make like a bit more of another team. If you want to be on it, I'm like, let's do something. And I was like, yeah, bro, send us a few boards. I'll try it out. And then I was like, it's my birthday. I've been on them for like 3 months. I was like, it's my birthday, September. I'm going to go to LA. I know you guys are all around America. I don't know exactly. They're like DC, fucking like different parts.
Texas.
Cody's in Texas. And I'm like in this group chat with Cody. And I'm like, no way, like Cody's in this group chat. This is cool. Like, it's fucking cool shit. And then you got like Nick Holt as well, Alex Ring, Nigel Jones, who used to skate for Braille. And so we're all on this trip. And another guy, Ben, I forgot his last name. It's so bad. He's a killer. He's so good. Like, so yeah, all of us on this trip, link up, wholesome as hell. It's the time I got engaged to my Alex as well. Like, we did all that. They was like, I told them that I was gonna pop the question, and they're all like, is it gonna be today, bro? Is it gonna be today? And I'm like, bro, chill. Like, I'm gonna do it at some point. I wanted to do it on my birthday, but then I also felt like, oh, is it a bit of a weird thing that I do it on my birthday, so she feels inclined to say yeah? And I was just like, oh, maybe not. So I waited till like past the 22nd. It was the 26th. We were at Hollywood, and then we did it then. But them guys have already gone home, and I'm chilling with.
I saw that cute ass video, bro.
That was a vibe,
That was
bro.
lit.
With the car.
Best memories.
on
Yeah,
the
we had
hill.
a car.
Yeah, I
had a
cried
nice
to it.
sport before.
The sign right there.
Oh, it was
bro. I
fucking
like,
perfect, bro. It was so good.
I was stoked for both of you.
Memories forever. But yeah, so chilling with them guys. Unfortunately, it all just ended up going to shit, really. Like, I think they're selling like a few things online still, but they just couldn't really continue with making a team. And we didn't really all get too hella active. We all just had fun. It was more like a get to know each other trip. Like, no cameraman. Like, we had 2 people who filmed out there, but we met with them halfway through the trip, and it was just more like, oh, we're just having fun. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe
But
some
yeah.
iPhone stuff.
Yeah,
social
like,
media
we had that
stuff.
Donny-
It doesn't matter. You have
Donny
what
with
you-
a big cam came out and filmed them 2 tricks on the bench in the school one time.
Is that
and
what's his Instagram? Is it Donny Films? Is
Yeah,
is that
Donny
the guy? Yeah, I know
Films.
the guy. Yeah.
then he filmed one of the backsmiths on the last trip around that new curve ledge.
Mm-hmm.
Piva does the switch backsmith around.
Ooh.
Trying to find that spot, bro. The amount of people I messaged to get to that spot, unbelievable. Like, I was like, where is this spot, Ivan? even messaging P-Rod, bro, where'd you do this? No reply, like, at all. I'm like, bro, please, someone tell me this. But I can't even remember who sent it me. Oh, it was a scooter kid. Tylo used a scooter, innit? And his friend's like pro on a scooter, and he's like, bro, I know all the spots. I was like, bro, ask him where this is. 2 minutes later, it's here. Next day we're going, like, we got there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hit Donny with the pin. He's there already with all the crew, like, just skating on there. We've actually got more crew to skate with. It was such a vibe, bro. Like, America's definitely it.
So you're on the bro flow at the minute then, just riding what you can?
Yeah, bro flow. Next board's his Shorty's board. And then, whatever I can get hold of. I have to go back down to an 8.
Yeah, no, we need to try to see. Maybe even I could try get them to get you a box or something.
Yeah, let's start the Shorties.
Like that.
Start the Shorties.
Surely that'd be
facts,
quite a good hookup, because if you like, because you're out and about, you're getting, you're doing your
I
thing.
mean,
easy as
you
it
also
can
be
be,
skating together, and like
Yeah.
for me, knowing Shorties, it's always been like of a group of homies that like to skate together. They've always created videos with that vibe too, you know. It's like bros skating in the streets together. Like
could see
that's
that.
always been the
That's
natural
why I'm
vibe,
trying to do
you know?
that Yenties thing as well.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make boards with it or anything. Might drop a bit of merch when I get a few more followers out there type shit. But I mean, in terms of like boards, I just like, even Jake said, he's like, why don't you just try and get some blanks for now and just like skate some blank boards, show people that you are kind of like a free person.
But what about
sort of
some
shit.
sweet Musker silhouette boards?
Yeah, bro, chucking my way, bro. Board's a board right now, so you know what I mean? Like, yeah, bro.
Nah, for sure. And he be ripping, and like he comes with the good vibes and stuff too. And even like filming with Jake and just seeing how positive he is, like kind of helps you sometimes through the battle, you know? Like I feel like that skater filmer combination is the most important thing.
Absolutely.
That'd be a fucking, because obviously we get on, me and Jake get on, fucking you two, me and Jake, trip.
Yeah,
two filmers, two filmers sorted.
Angles, long mains fisheye if you need.
Like 2 weeks somewhere, bring out a full video.
I'll be real, bro. Next year, I'm making it happen. Next year, I'll move to LA. Like that will be the. Hopefully, I tell all y'all right now, I'll move to LA and not be there next year. But like, nah, if it works out right, I get married, move to LA, start the fresh life there. You got all that new shit to skate. I've done a month trip there, and I'm like geeking out, bro. It's so
I do month trips to Boston, and then
perfect.
Yeah.
And then your month finishes, and you think, shit, that went fast. Like, I need to get back ASAP.
What would your angle be to move there? Would it be like, would you find a job? Because the States is one of those where you can only get a job that they value.
Yeah, so
you know what I mean?
I don't actually know the ins and outs of all that. All I know is that as soon as I start looking into that visa type shit and whatever, the process is going to be real. And right now, I need to focus on getting married because I'm engaged. I want to get married by the end of like the year or the start of next year. And then I want to try and get out there.
Yeah.
The homie Chioke, who we're talking about, though, he's like born, bred there, lives there. He's like, bro, I've got you work. Like, my boss is literally like, move now, pay you cash type shit. You get your visa, we'll pay you properly. I'm like, I think you need your boss to have like certain rights to employ me and say that he needs me in the shop, sort of thing. So,
there'll be some red tape in that involved for sure.
Because they're always like wanting to know that you and your services that you are performing cannot be performed by an American person first.
Yeah, and I'll be real,
try and take care of their own
he just works in a sandwich shop. So I'm just like, yo, let me work at Breadhead like ASAP, and I'm gonna be there. Like, my girlfriend worked there too. Like, yeah, let's all just do that.
I almost want to say the same thing to Powell Peralta. I'm like, get me there and say that I'm there for like social media and filming, and I'll sweep floors and pack boxes.
Yeah,
I was like, just something on a something on a title.
I mean, we work our ass off here, a normal job, and you get like what minimum wage is like £1,200, £300. Yeah. Over there, your minimum wage, McDonald's vibes, you're getting like $2,500, $2,500 for the month's wage. For McDonald's and stuff.
Even like a Starbucks.
Not gonna work at McDonald's, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot more other stuff out there that could pay nice. Like even speaking with J-Lo, his girl, she's like, yeah, you just need to get out there. You make so much more money in the lifestyle, so you. So I'm like, yeah, keep telling me that I'm gonna get there one day. Like, yeah,
that's true.
Like keep the vibe going.
That is true. I feel like there is still a lot of that opportunity there, and like, as much as there is that opportunity, there also could not be that opportunity, and the market could be way too diluted.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like if you're doing a job and you trying to come in with the price, like maybe somebody else will come in just to get that work added to their CV
for free
or their portfolio for free or for free merch, where you're like, damn, bro, like I'm trying to pay my rent with this money, but you coming in for free. and you got a similar look to me, like, you know, everyone in Cali got the long hair, surfer vibe, like whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, maybe some of the work will get taken that way. But then you always have those elements of doubts. But if you go there and you have your British accent, those blue eyes,
The Brit-
you
British,
go there,
yeah.
you're going to kill it. Like, you're
The
going to
British
kill it,
accent,
literally, you know?
the British accent was like, every time I go over, walk into a shop or up to a crew skating and be like, hey up lads, what are you doing? They're like, British, come with us.
Engage in
It's
that
so
engaging
fucking-
moment, bro. They're
Yeah.
like obsessed with us.
It's
bro.
so
crazy.
easy.
Yeah.
It's so
fucking
weird,
crazy.
isn't it? But what's your living situation then? Are you like
Damn.
traveling and skating so much that you don't have a fixed place, or is your fixed place South Africa?
Yeah, so for me, I kind of, each year it's been changing, but I'd spend around about 3 months in South Africa, around about 3 to 6 months in the States because of the high performance center with the Red Bull guys, and then 3 months over the summer period, 4 months in Europe.
Yeah.
So I try break it up, but like kind of wherever the work is calling me or wherever, like right now I'm trying to take a little bit more control of my destiny in that saying, but like, okay, we pitching projects to different markets and being able to be like, yo, I want to do this sick ass little project stunt that we could do in the desert over here, for example, you know?
Yeah.
Like, let's build a cool little like rail situation. I'm not sure if you've seen Ryan DeCenzo do like the snow where he's skating in the
Yeah.
snow over that like river
Yeah.
and he frontside flipped that crazy ass photo and like him skating the rail in the snow, like those kind of concepts.
Mhm.
We're starting to like bring out more project ideas and pitching them to like maybe different Red Bull markets or working with Swatch in a specific way or being at more events and kind of like production and events organizing, going into it and taking some of those ideas that I've
Mhm.
seen outside and bringing them back to South Africa to give back to the community there to be like, yo, we need to activate in the space. We need to bring the community together, but we also need to mix the community with the cultural side because there's a lot of people really big into music and dance in Africa, you know?
Mhm.
It's like probably the thing that brings the most people together is definitely music, dance, fashion. That like you go to an event and there's 50,000 people going and like being there, you're at a skate ramp, a skate event, a part of that. You have a music concert, everything going on. Like you can make some cool shit happen, you know, and also be able to make more people aware about skateboarding and also make them tap into the culture. So yeah, there's a lot of things that for me right now, I find the opportunity, but being able to like kind of expand the horizon and being like, okay, cool. Like, let me take control, like I said, of my own destiny and like, let's make it happen. Let's create our own reality the same way that we work on our tricks. It's like, you got to visualize it. You got to see it. You got to see how you can make it happen, how your body's got to move to land the trick. Now, this is a crazy extended metaphor, but from that, being able to be like, okay, how can I make this an actual reality? And then like you make the project happen. And from that, like you're almost making work for yourself. It's like being an entrepreneur within the skate world and just finding like jobs or kind of more so getting people to buy into your idea, you know, and being like, oh, okay, cool. There's this idea, there's this project, or I want to do this. And like, what is the focus? Like they're always coming with why should we do this? What is the focus? What exposure are you getting out of it? So like studying marketing has been something for me as well that I'm doing right now that has kind of opened my eyes from the company perspective of what they need me to do. And then it's also at the same time, like what the industry and what I'm an expert in can be able to like bridge the two together to be able to make like more opportunities for next generation skaters in Africa and South Africa. Because being able to travel and being around the world has also made me realize like there's not as much opportunity going on around the rest of Africa. And that's an untapped market, right? So like if you see that, you're like, okay, how can we build and how can we develop this? How can we build more skate parks around Africa? How can we get more product delivered from around the world, secondhand product, like logistic routes to be able to bring it over? Maybe Red Bull got a huge shipment of Red Bulls coming in from Europe, from the States, you know, I don't know where it's coming from, but put on a whole bunch of boards of product that we can donate back into the industry, if anything, to keep more kids in Uganda skating, more people around the whole of Africa, Nigeria, all around Mozambique, Namibia, seeing Kenya as well. Like kids don't have product like that. And if their boards break, they're using duct tape to duck it back together, or they take another piece of wood and they hammer the piece of wood to make sure the board that's broken is now still back on. But
They're basically
another
doing
ply
anything they can just to keep going.
to
like,
keep rolling.
yeah.
I've even seen like a whole truck situation set up on a piece of wood, like just a square piece of wood that like you'd put up as like a scaffolding or something. some kids like skating that. And
Mm.
I'm like, dude, this is crazy
That's
to be able to
gnarly.
see it. And then like you see a lot of places where skateboarding is in abundance. And you're like, shit, dude, like, how can I be that guy?
Mm.
You know, skateboarding's given me this dream life and all these experiences and all these friends and like all these opportunities to be able to put it on the global map and represent my country and represent my people. Like, how can I bring something back for them? What could be the next thing for me to do? And like something that it's more memorable than landing a sick ass trick. It's like leaving a foundation for the next gen to be able to like make that opportunity a reality. Being like, cool guys, like now when I go into a room and I speak to some business guys, like they all listen because, hey, you're a 2-time Olympian. But before then, they were just like, you're just a rat, like you're a skater rat. You know, like you're in the streets. Like they maybe weren't listening as much, but now it's like, yo, we represented the country. Like skateboarding is like a real thing. They see the popularity. They see how many people are watching.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, dude, I'm still a skate rat at heart. Like, I love being in grungy tunnels, skating dirty floors, getting down and dirty, bro. Like, falling, bleeding, working hard for it, getting back up. Like, the struggle is the best and most beautiful part of, like, skateboarding for me in particular. Being like, dude, like, that's what I want to be able to give to everybody else. Like, nobody's really making it a career in Africa, but, like, for us, like, if I can motivate that kid in Soweto to be able to be like, dude, can live and this could be my career,
Yeah.
like that would be the dream for me. Being like, yo, we filming a video part, not for money, to be able to make you guys watch that on TV and be like, shit, dude, filmed the video part, filmed in LA, London, Barcelona, South Africa, spots we know, but also spots that we've seen,
Everywhere.
you know, around the
Yeah,
world.
yeah.
So it's like being able to really encapsulate that, but also bring my own little flavor to it will be something that I want to be proud of putting out. And that's why I'm like, dude, guys, skateboarding it's never about money. It's always about progression. It's always about your love for it. Like I grew up watching this thing and was just like, I don't care about money. I care about tricks. Like even politics, bro. I'm like, all of that stuff sucks. And with the Olympics, I'm sure you guys know there's a lot of politics that comes with that.
Well, we
It's
were
a
going
lot
to
of
talk about
shit.
that. Like, give us a little, like, how did it all happen for you?
Yeah, so I mean, for me, South Africa, we didn't really have any federation in the beginning. So I started skating the World Cup skateboarding circuit, which was
Yeah.
like Mystic Skate Cup.
Yeah.
And like you'd skate all these random independent events that were a part of World Cup skateboarding. And that's where I started meeting more of the guys, got invited to more places once they started getting to know me, more of the event organizers. And then I think it was in like 2016 or 2015 that skateboarding got announced in the Tokyo Olympics, and everybody was like, whoa, skateboarding, like, is skateboarding an Olympic sport or is it
Yeah, everyone
not an
shit
Olympic?
the
It was
bed,
like
didn't they?
this
Like,
huge divide between
Yeah.
the two. And I was like, guys, like, it's just skateboarding, like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And me skating these contests, like, seeing how they organize, seeing how people run them for so long since I was like 16, 17, and just being like more consciously aware of the organizing behind the scenes, being a part of the event, skating, also all of that. I kind of got hit up being like, dude, you know, like Africa is like got a specific position in the Olympics for one rider to qualify. So it's like, so even if you don't have any investments or any support from your country, like we'll give you a wild card for now to come and like skate these events. You just got to pay the entry fee. You got to get yourself there. You got to get your accommodation. And like that was the start of qualifying for Tokyo, where it was like, damn, okay, Martin Karras hit me up. Like, I'll give you a wild card. Like, cool. I'm there applying for a wild card. Damn, sorry, I almost spat on you over there. But let me get some hydration here, dog.
Nice product placement.
Yeah.
Right there.
Keep hydrated. Red Bull.
I think I almost finished this one, dude.
Get him another
You guys
one.
got another one?
We'll get another one.
There's something
No,
in
I
it.
got a lot to say. But basically, yeah, so the Olympics and all of that and the whole qualifying, I got given the wild card to go and represent South Africa there, paying like $200 for the entry fee, finding my own tickets there, using like some investment I'd get from pretty much easy equities and contest money was like how I was making it work at that time. Just being like, okay, I got some saved up. Let's go here. I'm skating a street league event now. And like now you think like, damn, I've always wanted to skate a street league events. I've watched this. Let me go there, and you're skating with like some of the best guys in the world, qualifying through the stages, like open qualifier, quarterfinals, semifinals, finals. Like you go through that whole process. But like being there more, it went from wild card, and it's quite a long-winded story, but then to them being like, damn, before the Olympics, you actually need a federation. So they found a lady that runs Roller Sports South Africa. Her name is Wendy. And she kind of like adopted skateboarding in this moment to be able to make sure that the sporting and South African Sport Confederation, or SASCOC is what we call it. I don't know the full abbreviation of it.
Saskok.
SASCOC is like our
That's what I used to
Olympic
call
committee.
you, weren't it?
Yeah, SASCOC.
Hey, up Saskok.
Yeah, dude. So that's like our Olympic committee. And basically, she was the one that got skateboarding to be able to have that position to represent.
Well, big up Wendy.
Yeah, big up Wendy, but also got a lot of hate from the skate team because she ain't a skater. She's an administrator, and she worked more in the roller sport world of like speed and artistic. But without her having a recognized and official federation, like no skater
wouldn't have
that
happened at
qualified
all.
wouldn't have
Yeah.
gone. Both me and Boy Pello wouldn't have gone, you know?
It's mad when you think about it like that. People probably hating on her as well, like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
of course,
hating
yeah,
hard.
they-
Like, oh no, you helped those two qualify for, like, there's always going to be some kind of speculation from the comfort of people's couch. It's going to be like, we got a better person that could have represented here. But
Keyboard warriors.
nobody know until you're in that moment. Like, shit, dude, you're skating the event the next day, can't sleep. You can't eat shit. Like, you're literally there just like full on living in the moment before you've lived in the actual moment.
Yeah,
And you're trying to like be ready for anything that could come and like visualizing all the tricks, trying to be positive and like not let the negative thoughts in. But like, it's a lot of anxiety, bro.
Yeah, I can
It's
imagine
like-
the pressure's unbelievable for the Olympics. Like,
And even the way I was training and skating, like, bro, it's not even normal. Like, I'm in a skate park and I'm repeating the same tricks over and over and over, that it kind of felt like I lost the fun. Like, I felt like more like, okay, I'm going to work, you know, and then it's like, oh, damn, I got to do this trick like 10 times on the biggest obstacle and eat shit in the skate park 10 times and get up and go again. That, like, after the Olympics, I just didn't want to see a board for like the next 3 months, 2 months. I was just like, damn, bro, like, I'm down bad. Like, I felt shit. I didn't feel like I love skateboarding the same way. And I feel like a lot of my identity is tied in with skateboarding, because if I skate good, I feel good. And then I can give off good energy to people and be like a buzzing energy that people want to be around and a positive influence and somebody that they want to be around too, you know?
Yeah.
That kind of like amplifies the vibe that you're in. But I was feeling like my light was so down low after the Olympics. Like if you don't win a gold medal, you lose. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not top 3, you lose. So it's like you feel like there's a lot more losing and defeats than there is actual victory in the process. But you also got to remember, like a lot of people were trying to get me to remember, like, hey, yo, bro, you don't come from the same situation as them.
Yeah.
You don't have those perfect skate parks and that investment of your country paying millions of dollars to build the best facility for you to train to then win that medal. And like, it's the whole wheel that turns, the coaches, the physios. Like, I never knew any of this at the time. It's just like this kid with like, all right, I show up to the Tokyo Olympics. Like this trip, I broke my wrist 2 days before the contest too. And like, no coach, no physio, nobody to film me, even see what I looked like from a third person perspective on the course. And I was just like, shit, dude, like I felt unprepared. Where I see like over there, you got the UK team, they got their coach and physio. The US team have like 4 coaches and 4 physios and like 6 cameramen. Then you have the French team that are as crazy and the Japanese team. And you're just like, whoa, bro, like actually there's no real support from my country in skateboarding because it's so new. They don't even know about it. And like,
it's pretty crazy with the UK team, I think. Like the Olympics. Joe's on it, isn't he?
He was, yeah.
SBGB team.
Is he not anymore?
I don't think so.
So they
Apparently it's
redo
like-
it every year
Yeah.
because they need to do a national championship to get the most recent
Is that
top
that
3.
point system they all go through? Right.
Yeah.
It's mad because not a lot of UK people want to join in that either. So
No.
it's
Yeah.
like people be saying, oh, like I remember someone saying Charlie Munro would be good in the Olympics, and it's like he's a hella good street skateboarder.
He
He's
doesn't
good in
wanna
the
get
skate
involved
park
with
like
that.
and he
And
probably
also in
don't
that
want to get
moment,
involved.
bro.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and that moment in particular, to put it down too, it's like a lot of pressure. So like, I don't know, even it took out the creativity, you know, where you're like starting to train like kind of a robot
Yeah.
to be able to make it happen so that, you know, like I can guarantee a line, like I can guarantee being perfect, but that's not skateboarding. Skateboarding always for me being like kind of an art in the
Yeah.
sense of like, damn, I want to feel this trick today. Like, damn,
Yeah.
gnarly heels work today, but tomorrow gnarly heels won't work. You know, but like some days you feeling a hard flip's gonna work, so you want to hard flip this set. Like really exploring my bag of tricks. I wasn't doing that because I was just so set on like, I need to do certain things to hit these certain obstacles to make these amount of points. Like you start working like a robot, where for me, coming out of that whole more depression from the Paris one was like, okay, cool, dude. Like, I'm chilling. I don't want to see skate shoes. I don't want to see a skateboard. I got back to LA kind of like November, December time, 2024. And literally went on that trip with the Shortys crew. We saw the whole vibe, like went snowboarding, came back, started working on my parts in LA and like really getting back into the streets and like battling tricks, landing tricks in the streets. I was like, this is what I love.
Yeah,
And I kind of forgot that I loved that because I was so zoned in and focused on just Olympics because that's the only thing my country and my people could really understand from a skateboarding perspective. Not really. I still think my mom sometimes is like, bro, like, why are you putting yourself through so much eating shit, slamming, bleeding, coming and like, I'm sending them photos, like I'm trying to downplay it because my mom panics a lot. She's like, dude, you're just eating shit. Like, I just see you bleeding. Like, you fall down that rail like 20 times, you bleeding. Like, why are you not giving up? I was like, because you give up once, you always give up. Like, I don't want to give up. I want to land it. I want to succeed. I want to persevere, you know? And she's like, but I can't watch. You almost hit your head like 10 times. Like, what are you doing? Where's your helmet? Like,
It's a crazy thing to get into, bro.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people who don't skate don't genuinely will never get it either. They probably won't ever get it, you know?
And
Yeah.
we mentioned it before, like the amount of time you'll film for a trick, and you're talking about 1.5 to 2 second long clip. The amount of effort
And time.
risk that goes into that just for that.
We was on topic before about like skate park and then like actual filming a part. Like,
Yeah.
I remember watching Ishad Ware's Push, and he talks like so much time and effort goes into a video part, and you get to watch that back and you get to see everything and all the goodness and even the feelings when you land that shit yourself. You get to watch it back.
Yeah.
But then a skate park skate competition, it's just done in the day, bro, and then it's like
forgotten about.
done. So it's pretty different. Like, I genuinely believe, like, I don't do no skate competition stuff anymore. Not that I was good at it anyway, but like the competition side to me is a bit more like intense. Last thing I went to was like not a big competition, but like they had like the Ramp 1 Nationals. I got there, bro.
Is that the I was on the microphone for that
Yeah,
one, wasn't
I got there and I was like, this
I was
is
going,
shit.
AK.
I was like, this is horrible, bro.
You know, I think
It's
like
those timed runs and everything's down to the millisecond.
yeah, but then you've got like this new generation of like kids, which is cool, get it, like you're all enjoying skating, but it's too intense, bro. They're all like, I need to be like doing this, I need to be, and I'm like,
Is that maybe the parents, pushy parents getting involved?
pushy parents is another thing that's crazy now. Like, I see some of the parents coming on, like, my kid, like I worked at Greystone for a bit.
like
how'd
we
you get
want
sponsored?
to be Olympic? Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm not sponsored, so I don't know why you're asking me how'd you get sponsored. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's like,
I think a
my
lot of
kid
parents
needs a
see it as
sponsor.
kind of like a spreadsheet kind of thing, you know. It's like, oh, you've been skating this many months, so you should be able to do these tricks. And like, if you get to that length of time skating, you should be able to do that. And when they're not getting to that, it throws them out.
I felt so awkward
Because you
speaking to
don't
parents.
understand that everyone learns at different rates.
Yeah.
It's the individualism, is that the right word? Of skateboarding. You know, everyone does different things, and there's all those different niches.
People learn
and
quicker than others.
avenues.
Like,
Yeah, exactly. You know,
they
and
have
it's
like
just-
sessions at Greystone where it's
Yeah.
called the Pipeline Project.
yeah.
And like kids will be learning to then, I don't actually know what the end goal of that is, but the kids seem to think we're in the Olympics at the end goal. And it's like, bro, you're at Greystone just coaching by one of the coaches. Like, you're just here to have fun, and the only way you're gonna get it properly is by genuinely having fun.
Going
Facts.
skating.
Like, yeah, just enjoy yourself. Like,
I
don't
think
put too much
it's,
pressure on yourself.
I think it's like the pipeline event, Survival of the Sickest, couple of years older. If you shortlisted for it, you do like the nationals and stuff like that. And then depending on the point systems and how you're doing the nationals is when you're considered for the Olympic team.
international.
But then there's still, I mean, you'll know more than anyone. Surely there's still like, although you're accepted to skating for your country or whatever, there's still got to be like 20 fucking steps to go through before you actually make it to that end
to
stage.
the Olympic level.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
so I mean, like, that's just the whole world skate ranking and all of that. So when it comes down to it, I guess, like, there is a lot of investment from the countries with the teams. Once you make the team from the nationals, that, like, some countries, they get paychecks, you know, like the government is paying the skater to be able to represent the country. Whereas, like, in South Africa, we investing my own salary coming from Red Bull or coming from Swatch or getting my funds from Shortys will go back in to literally me going there to represent the country. But
So you're
I'm
not
paying
you're,
them for wearing the T-shirt. I'm paying them
yeah.
to be able to represent South Africa. Kind of like I need to invest in myself.
So they're not giving you any financial support with it.
Like not like that. Not like, okay, we'll pay your flights and tickets until you make the Olympics. So like the qualification, that's all on you. But then everybody else be like, okay, cool. Like you need to qualify for the Olympics. If anything, it's the easiest for Africa because there's the least development in Africa. Like one African representative has to go regardless of their world skate ranking. But like when it comes down to it, it's like, bro, it's actually the hardest being from Africa because you don't get really that investment from your country to be able to go there. I mean, me qualifying for Tokyo and even qualifying for Paris, like I'm still hitting up homies sometimes because they be having events in the craziest locations, like the middle of Rome in the middle of summer, like right by the Colosseum. Like to get accommodation, you're looking at $2,000-$3,000 for 7 days.
Yeah.
And I'm like looking at that, I'm like, damn, that's 60,000 rand. Like that's like people don't make that in a whole year working in South Africa. Like they want me to spend that a week on accommodation. Like, all right, I know a homie in Rome, like, yo, bro, can I crash at your spot? Now I'm taking 1 hour to get to the event location before my practice to be able to do what I need to do so that I'm like saving that 3K. But then other people's countries are just paying for them to be in the best hotel, like 2-minute walk away from the event. Everything's calm. So they have like less to worry about while qualifying.
I bet some of them won't even like entertain the idea if like the bed's not right at the hotel. Like, this hotel isn't good. I'm not going to get a good night's sleep, so I'm not going to skate.
Yeah.
Or tomorrow, whereas yourself, you're staying on a sofa or a sleeping bag on the floor.
Maybe even,
waking up with neck ache and then traveling an hour.
Yeah.
And then you've got those tour buses of people coming in all in like the matching suits, like in dodgeball when they're like...
Yeah, literally.
And you're just like, fuck, I've just flew in today from South Africa. They're like, it's crazy.
So like, I think there is different challenges, but at the same time, it's like, the Olympics and what it's done for skateboarding in South Africa has definitely made it more acceptable. There's more investment into it. So there is a lot of positive sides. I see a lot of schools are taking interest in it. So like there's skate parks being built at schools and like they want to start adding it as an extracurricular sport. Whereas I remember being a kid in school and trying to tell my school like, yo, build a skate park. They were like, skate park, it's going to just bring drugs into our school. We don't want that. Like we do not want a skate park at all. And now I'm seeing skate parks popping up all around. So I'm like, you can see the shift of the stereotypes.
I think there's only just been one skate park built in a school here. I think it's like a little bowl. And some of the comments were like, fucking hell, I would have never expected a bowl to be at a school. Because I took a board to school and they took it off because they're like, you could fall or hurt yourself or use it as a weapon.
That's crazy.
So I couldn't even like take one to school.
That's crazy. I'd keep my board in my locker low key. I lived like in a downhill estate, like I say, with the rivers. So like leaving school, I could like skate back down all the hills. We just mob down the hills and like pretty much hill bomb. That was the funnest part, like coming back from school, like, yes, can't wait to skate. And I just find random places. My parents got me a rail for my birthday, put it on cinder blocks. I'd have like my whole residential area, that one road was the most smooth road. And we'd have like a bench that I stole from somewhere, my rail. I had like a little piece of wood I found from a building site, like as my mani pad. My homie that does freestyle motocross, Dallin Goldman, gave me a metal ramp that some days if I'm feeling gnarly, I just air off the top of it full speed to flat. And like some days I just skated like a little tranny, like quarter pipe or whatever. And like cars would try to come down that road and they would not be able to drive because I've got them all scattered all over the road.
Got your own
so like they would have to go around the back part to get back to their crib if they're staying on that side. Or we like have all the homies, all right, everybody, like we're moving all the obstacles out the road, the car drives past. We're all looking at them like, why are you driving down our road? You're ruining our fun time vibe. And like, it's crazy to think that skateboarding actually took me from that and like me trying to ditch out on my school sports that was actually paying for my school fees at the time. Because for me, I just wanted to skate. Like I love skating. Skating was for me. I felt like I was doing the other sports kind of more traditional wise, cricket, the soccer, the rugby, more for like my parents and like for that side because it was helping with school fees, paying for this. And like there's actually a career path in that kind of a sport. But I was like, dude, like let me do the skate thing. Like that's where I really feel happy. You know, like I feel like I'm away from all my problems. Like I'm on the board, I feel happy. Like that's the most important part. I'm like, you know what, let me keep on pushing through with this. My parents did not understand at first, but like really trusting the process. I think that's what you got to do. It's just like,
They got to be
you see a
hyped now,
vision,
though,
like
right?
now, dude, my mom and dad be gassed, bro. Like
Yeah.
hanging out with their homies, telling them like, yeah, maybe, you know, bragging
Hanging out
a
with this
little,
guy.
yeah, literally, like just bragging that we made the Olympics, dog. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, damn. And then I'm like, yo, show them my video part, mom. Like, what's good?
Yeah,
Like, show them this clip, show them this photo. Like, I don't want that to be the only thing that people remember, you know. But
Yeah.
from her side and her community of people, that's what matters to them. Is like, oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
represented the country. So I'm like, still proud of that. I feel like maybe I did do a lot of the Olympic stuff also to make the family proud in that way, but also to really get my foot in to now be able to work on what I really want to work on, which is video parts, hosting events, doing cool projects, skating around the world, and just enjoying the company and meeting new homies, being with the homies. Like really enjoy that, like next 5, 10, 15 years of me being able to skate maybe at the best level I can before I like slow down a little bit more, you know?
Stop right there, Forde.
Today's episode is sponsored by REKD, and they have just dropped this super tech new Guardian 18-litre backpack.
It features a laptop pocket, quick access soft pockets for fragile gear like your sunglasses or your phone, strapped in water bottle holders, YKK zips, and even a whistle to get attention.
It also has an energy foam removable insert, a helmet loop, a universal water pouch attachment, loads of straps and pockets, and an SOS panel where you can write your details down just in case you get lost in the wilderness.
Big up, REKD.
Big up REKD. Now, Toby, back to the show. Well, overall, I think that was a pretty good positive message
I was just going to say that was a good point to wrap it
wrap
up.
on. So we should probably go downstairs and have a little skate on that mini, the hip,
Yes.
go cruise
going
around.
skating?
So,
Yes. Let's move the legs, bro. My
Yeah.
ADD is starting to hit me hard.
so,
ADHD.
Thanks for
so
coming,
thank
guys.
you both for coming on the show.
Appreciate that.
Just so everyone knows as well, it was a last minute addition that we made AK come on.
Yeah,
AK
shout
Kwon
out
here,
you
so-
guys, man.
So
my
thank you
guy.
very much. Big up South Africa. Big up yourselves. Big up the Yenties.
Big up Brain Drain.
Let's go fucking.
up Brain
Let's
Drain.
go have a
Big up
skate.
Blackpool.
Come on, let's have a.
Yes, sir.
Big up Jake
Go.
Powell.
Big up Mr. Powell.
Let's go do some Olympic skateboarding.
Let's go.